I purchased a lot of tech over the past year and seen some crazy stuff, you know, anything from phones with explicit content
to red boxes that somehow still work despite being dead.
So in this video, we'll go through the top 10 videos of the year and check out some of the best moments.
So guys, sit back, relax, and let me know what you think of our top 10.
Woo!
Woo!
Number 10. I bought a 30-pound box of untested phones from Goodwill, and in this video, we're gonna unbox them, test them out, and see what we find. Wait, are they... Is it seriously in a garbage bag? That's hilarious. All right, so here we go. Here's our jackpot of just random phones. We have a mix of like old phones, somewhat newer phones, I think, and just like all in between. So let me go ahead and just kind of try to take them all out. There we go. We got a couple Samsung LGs, or did I just seriously say Samsung LG? I got a Samsung and an LG. Let's just go ahead and pull them all out and take a closer look. All right, I think that's all of them. And yeah, this just turned into a video series because I frankly did not realize I bought this many phones. There's probably 50 phones in here, so we're gonna start a new series called Too Many Phones. So we'll see this over the next handful of weeks, I guess, where we just kind of go through these phones and explore them, test them out, that sort of thing. And let's just go ahead and I'm not exactly sure how to start here. I have never seen so many phones in my life. I mean, we even got like a Galaxy Note 8. That's not recent, but that's like not that old, is it? And the best part is we have like old phones too, like, oh, Singular? Yo, let's go. I'm just excited to try to turn these on, plug them in, and see if any of them worked. Is that a slidey phone? No, it's not. There's gotta be some slidey phones in here, aren't there? Dude, what is this? That looks like a grandpa phone, not gonna lie. Like it is, great call. Yeah, that's like the phone for, like, it's kind of like Life Alert, I think. No wonder the buttons are so large. That's funny, jitterbug. That is awesome. Let's just go ahead and, I don't know, I'm gonna go ahead and just grab like a stack of 5 to 10 phones that we'll go through in this video, and then we'll, yeah, I'll come back. So guys, I got my space cleaned up a little bit. I got a handful of phones that I think we'll go through in this video. Kind of depends how long it takes to go through each phone here. But dude, I'm just like blown away. I think I paid $100 total for all these, which is crazy. It's like $1 or $2 per phone. Let's kind of just start here with this, this AT&T flip phone, which looks pretty standard, something you'd have in like, I don't know, 05 maybe. Definitely feels heavy enough to have a battery inside, and it does. It's not bloated or anything, which is kind of cool. Let's go ahead and just see if it turns on though. And no surprise, it doesn't turn on, but I prepared for this moment. I bought one of these cables from Amazon that just has like every cable possible. So one of these ought to plug into the charging port. Let me go and see if I can find it here. And of course, the first phone I pull out here does not have, this whole stack of like 15 cords doesn't have the right charger, which is just insane. All right, let me see if any of these other phones have like a micro USB. So here we go, we got an LG, I think that's a track phone symbol right there. This one has a micro USB charger on it, or yeah, it's micro USB. Let's see if it turns on. It probably won't. Let me go ahead and plug it in and see if we can get some power to it. Yo, let's go. First phone with power of the day. Okay, now it just says insert battery. Is there no battery in here? Hold on. Oh, there's not. Great. Okay, so I found a battery that kind of fits. It's got the right contacts, but it's not the quite right size, so I kind of gotta hold it in place. And now it's asking me for a SIM card, which I clearly don't have. Dude, can I just turn the phone on? I don't want to call anybody. I just want to go to the main menu and see what's on this thing. Can I use the camera? Come on, dude. Straight up won't let me do anything without the SIM card. That's messed up. Oh no, do not call emergency number. No, thank you. What a useless phone. All right, that was almost cool. Now next up we have this consumer cellular, and it almost looks like it has a USB-C. There's no way this thing has a USB-C on it. But opening it up, that thing is massive. Holy crap, hold on, let's just try it out. Yeah, it is USB-C. What? When is this phone from? All right, well that's not turning on at all. Yo, let's go. Okay guys, we finally got one of these phones on. I plugged it in, it charged up a little bit. We're at 2%, we boot it up, and we straight up have a cat photo. That's awesome. Oh no, it needs a pattern. Oh, no, not one of these. Okay, well that's a bit tragic. How do I get by that? Oh, hey, at least I can use the camera here. Let's see, let's take a selfie here. Oh yeah, oh, that looks awful. I mean, what even phone is this? It's an LG track phone. It looks like it's probably from 2012 if I had to guess. All right guys, well I think I'm just kind of screwed on that phone unless I just somehow happen to guess the password unlock thing. Let me try one more time. Yeah, I'm never gonna guess that. But I do have this other phone that seems to turn on here. Let's go into it, and it's unlocked, so I can actually kind of search around now. So we have a rose is our background here. I wonder if there's still anything on here. Oh, we got two in the inbox. We got somebody's old PIN number or something. We also have, we got sent message to Tammy with a phone number. Also got 3 drafts. Never mind, these drafts just have like nothing in them. Willow with a 0. What is going on here? All right, let's keep scrolling around. We got any contacts in here that were left in here? Doesn't look like it. Oh, we got Christine. Now, is this even like a camera phone? It is a camera phone. Let me go ahead and see if there's anybody left like some potato photos on here. Yeah, they did. Let's go. We got 2 photos. We had a photo of the floor of like a Walmart maybe, and same thing there. Maybe that's like a Goodwill. I don't know. That's that's straight up the only ones on here. Everything else is just like basic stuff, default stuff that comes on here. Now, searching for service, obviously you can't actually use this at all, but it is actually awesome that it turns on. I wonder if I can, how do I use the camera? There we go, that's the camera button there. That's so bad. Dude, look at that. That picture is awful. All right, cool. Well, we got a phone that actually works. I was actually able to explore, found a couple random things on it. Not too much going on there. Let's keep going and see what other phones we can turn on. What? Okay, so here's another phone that I got to turn on, and this one's also asking me for a SIM card again. So no SIM card. It says I can unlock it with a network unlock code, and I have 5 attempts. There's also an SOS, which I don't want to do that. Dude, why are these phones like, they won't let me boot up unless I have a SIM card, which is just, I find that kind of strange. I guess that's no good. Let's put that to the side and go on to the next one. Looks like this one's sold for $5 at some point. It's an AT&T Go phone, a no contract phone, and here we go. We got the phone here. Oh, we have the actual charger. Let's go. We have like the manual and everything in there. That's funny. Put that to the side, and this phone is actually in pretty nice condition. Another kind of like, I don't know when this is from, but let's go ahead and plug it in and see if it turns on. Oh, immediately. Nice. All right, guys, I got phones beeping everywhere. I just had to put this one, the one I was just using, to the side because it's charging up, but it won't turn on yet. So I'll let it charge for a little while. But I got this other one that seems to be turning on. Well, it did. I plugged it in and it did turn on. Oh, wait, there it is. No, I see it. It's just super dim. Okay, can I turn the brightness up? There we go. Yo, let's go. Oh, come on, another device pin? Dude, that's tragic. Wait, was that it? Let's go. The pin was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's go. So the phone is booted up, I think. And also, by the way, this is a TCL phone. I had no idea TCL ever made phones, but it's like a TCL track phone, which is interesting, and it doesn't seem to want to do much. Like it's, oh wait, here we go. Are these seriously things that were, oh, these are apps that were open like ages ago. That's hilarious. Hold on. All right, there we go. Finally booted up here. We got a Discover bar up here. Come on, go. What is that? Hookuppers? What? Oh, this is fairly recent. It's got TEMU on it. It's also got ball sort, spades, Discover bar, Pandora, an unnamed folder with Chrome and Wodoku. Never heard of that. I try out the camera first and just like take a picture, see if the camera works. Back camera works. Front camera, yeah, it works. It's not great, but it works. Of course, you gotta check the photos. Oh no, that's not good. All right, so I mean, I'm guessing this is a selfie of the person. You clearly can just see nothing because the camera's so bad. But other than that, it's gonna have to be all blurred out because frankly, the things shown on here are, you can probably guess what's on here.
It's cold.
I'm scared to click on Google Chrome now. Oh, yep, you can just see from all the recent searches there. I'm gonna have to blur them all, but that is hilarious, man. Dude, you just like, you can't make this up, man. This is, that makes me think that this, what is this, Hookuppers? That must be a website. This is, wait, hold on. I just clicked on that and it actually tells me that it has some activity 181 days ago. So this is like, this phone was actually used like fairly recently. Like, I don't know, usually you see these things and you think that they're like, I don't know, 10 years old, but no, this is from the last year. Oh no, it's still logged into this person's face. Dude, shut up. It's still logged into this person's Facebook Messenger. It's clearly just a bunch of bots that they were responding to, but dude, that's awful. That's hilarious though. I'm so glad I finally got a phone that actually turns on and has something on it. All the text messages here are just straight spam. I've never seen this before. Like, just seriously, every single one of these is spam. What in the world? And honestly, the funniest part is that we have like 75% battery on this thing. So like, I'm telling you, this thing is so recent that it's still got charged. Like, I can unplug it and it's gonna work. Yeah, it's still got like 75, 90% battery, something like that in that range. But man, that's what I like to see. That's hilarious. I guess they just got rid of it because it had a cracked screen and they just never thought about resetting it. I don't know, man, but let's go ahead and let me try this phone out again real quick and see if it turns on now. Let's go. No, again? Dude, I might just have to buy a SIM card that I can like use for these phones for testing because there's so many phones that I can't do anything unless I put a SIM card in. All right, next up we got this Verizon wireless phone booting up. I think I'm gonna have this. Oh, what? This cable is not recommended for this phone. No, dude, it's got a picture of 2 kids in their baseball uniform. That's hilarious. Oh man, wait, this is hilarious. You got some stuff in the inboxes. I'm so sorry. I didn't realize I had a voicemail from you until late. You don't have to thank me. I know you guys would have done the same for Evan. Have a good one. From February 8th. Like, is that February 8th this year? Yeah, it's got a handful of contacts. It's got like 8 contacts. Hey, this is your sister. Save my number. And this one is happy birthday. We love you. Your aunts Kathy, Linda, and Jackie. Oh man, that's so wholesome. It's even got like a little happy birthday like symbol there. How do you even do that? Are all these messages and missed calls from this past year? Because like they don't have a year on them. That'd be crazy if somebody was using a flip phone like 2 months ago, but it's completely possible, I think. Let's see, last but not least, check out the pictures, I guess. Hopefully there's not anything as bad as the last one. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out when these are from. I'm gonna cover up the photos, but if you look at the top portion right there, it says 12/31, wait, that's like 2000. This one says 12/29/10, so it's like 2010 maybe, and that's 09/21/07. That doesn't make sense though. See if I can check the file info. Okay, yeah, sure enough. December 29th, 2010. You know, it feels kind of nostalgic, even though it's not my phone, not my pictures, not my messages or anything, but it just like feels so wholesome. It's just some dad or mom or dad that had a flip phone taking pictures of their little kids playing baseball back in like 07. Kind of sad, kind of cool. But let's check out another phone. All right, guys, here we got another one that I think is turning on. Very dirty on the outside. Looks like it was I don't know, like a construction workers or something, because it's got dirt on the outside, just scratched up. The back, wow, that's really bad. But I think it's turning on. So yeah, this phone has power, but it's not doing anything. It's been sitting on the Verizon logo for like a whole 2 minutes now. So I'm gonna assume that's broken. Let me go ahead and move on to this other phone over here that I think it's charging up. I'm gonna wait for this to charge up to like, at least like 1%, then we'll try to turn it on. Here we go. All right, so I got this phone charged up to 1% and turned on. And it actually looks like a, I don't know, new flip phone. It just looks better than the ones that are from like, you know, 02 or whatever. Yeah, I mean, that looks kind of cool. The touchscreen? Nope. It'd be funny if it was. Let's go ahead and check out contacts. Anything left on here? Yeah, definitely. Okay, yeah, somebody left, wow, like 50 contacts on here. Let's go ahead and check out the messages. Anything left here? Yep, sure enough. Wow, dude, this is being used in 2022. No way. Like, it's so interesting scrolling through here and just clicking on a few of the messages, and this person's just like sending links back and forth to people. Like, how are you using links on this flip phone? Like, I guess you can open up a web browser on the flip phone, but like that's got to be such a pain in the butt. Or how do you even, like, it's such a pain in the butt to type on here. I mean, I remember back in the day when I used to text on a flip phone, and dude, that was just a nightmare, just because you had to text using the number pad. Just interesting to see, and I can't believe this thing was actually used in 2022. But let's go and see how good this camera is. So first of all, battery too low to run the camera. Well, that sucks. Let's check out the gallery, see if there's anything interesting there. No. Okay, so there's 2 photos. There's one photo of a random car and a photo of a random dude, which I'll cover up here. And then, that's actually funny because I saw that the picture of the random dude was the photo for a contact where the person was messaging a few years ago and was like, "Hey, boo." But then later on, there were a few more conversations of like trying to meet new people. It's really weird looking at this kind of stuff, but what I always say is, you don't want people seeing this stuff, you should have deleted it when you got rid of it. So it is what it is, but this is so interesting, going through finding old phones and seeing if they turn on and stuff. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Let me know down below if you do. We'll continue the series next week, see if we find some other interesting stuff, see if anything's got like a SIM card left inside that still has service. That'd be hilarious. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Number 9.
I found an app that'll turn my Android phone into a Wii. And in this video, we'll test it out and see what exactly it can do. All right, so as you can see, I got the Google Pixel 6 or 7a from last week's video here. And I have this app right here called Revo Launcher. So let's just go right into it. I'm just gonna launch it. And look at that, it's a Wii. It says, warning, health and safety, welcome to Revo Launcher. If the app crashes, read the instructions at the link below. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, A to continue. It's amazing. It really is just a Wii. It is shocking how accurate this is. It just says Revo there instead of Wii, I guess to avoid, you know, the big Nintendo lawyers, but it's so shockingly close. It even makes the sound. Dude. It looks really clean too, like the resolution and stuff. I'm not used to a Wii screen looking this good. But let's just start playing with stuff. What does this do? Please insert a disc. What does that even mean? Start. Dude. I was gonna get into this later. I had a whole plan. I was gonna install like Dolphin and then like see if there was a way to like hook Dolphin into it so we could like Play games. This app is like 15 steps ahead of me. Play game, it just opens Dolphin. It makes so much sense. The next step would be to set Wii Sports somehow as like an auto launch game inside a Dolphin or something. But okay, I have a few more things I want to do. Let's go back to the Revo launcher. That just blew my mind. Next, like, I gotta figure out what this is. This is like our, it's like our B channel, Re channel. I feel like I'm not supposed to say that. That sounds like some kind of slur. I don't like that. Dude, there's no way. It opens up one of those like avatar creator apps. I love this app so much. It's so good. All right, but let's make ourselves a Re real quick. All right, there. I made the closest thing to Jacob R's avatar that I could make in this app. All right, it doesn't look like it integrates back into the Re channel or anything. It just opens that website and then you can make an avatar and that's it. You got an avatar. It doesn't do anything else. Photo channel. View and interact with photos and movies saved to your Revo launcher, digital camera, or SD card. I assume if I start this, it just opens up the camera. Nope, it just opens photos. Okay. We got YouTube with the old YouTube logo. What does that sound? Did the YouTube app make that sound on Wii? I can't remember if I've ever used the Wii YouTube app. That's a weird sound. I assume it just opens YouTube. Yep, sure enough. I just love that they got the music and the sound effects and everything. It's perfect. Start. Is this just the Google Play Store? Yep, okay. Pretty clever. All right, let's play around with some other things. Can you like add an app? How does that work? Place a new channel. Yes. Wow, look at this. Launch emulator game. Okay, it kind of, oh, wait, there it goes. Okay, this is kind of what I wanted. You could like add an actual ROM and then just launch it. That's pretty cool. That's pretty neat. Start. And then sure enough, we're playing Wii Sports. This is blowing my mind. Yo. And there we go, we're boxing. I don't know how to actually do anything. Like, I don't know how to use the nunchuck. Wiggling this around though, kind of, that kind of works. I don't know how good of an experience you're actually gonna get playing Wii games on an Android, but you know what? There's something we can do. I downloaded an app for this. Hold on. I have no idea if this is gonna work, but I have this Pair Wii Remote app. Pair Wiimote. Instructions. Simultaneously press the 1 and 2 buttons on your Wii Remote, then tap the corresponding entry. Let me go find a Wiimote and we'll see if this actually works. Yeah, it seems like it almost wants to work, but it just like never refreshes the list once I actually have the Wiimote blinking. I think this app just hasn't been updated in a while and it just doesn't want to work anymore, unfortunately. But that would be the one thing that would make this just so amazing. Now, even then, I don't think that the Revo launcher has like Wiimote support, so I couldn't like point it at the screen and actually select apps that way. That would be hilarious. But maybe if I could get it connected, I could possibly get it functioning in Dolphin or something, although I think even that's a stretch. All right, what else can I add here? Okay, so this is basically how they like added all the other stuff. You can tell it to open a specific app. You can go to a specific website. Yeah, okay. What does this do? Revo. Nice. You can adjust your Revo launcher settings. Okay. You can set it as your default launcher. Oh, I love that. Open phone settings. Cool. Restart app gestures. Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah, if you like grab a channel on the Wii with the A and B button, you can like move it around. So apparently, nice. If you just grab it with 2 fingers, you can move it wherever you want. It's so accurate to the Wii experience. I love this. Content hub. What is that? Oh, okay. So these are like little logo things for like individual apps if you wanted to add them if they didn't like populate automatically like Wii Sports did. Okay, man, this has a bit of a thriving community going down, doesn't it? 117 pages, holy crap. Wait, what? Windows XP theme? I gotta try that. It's weird, you're like blending the Wii menu and Windows XP together. This is so strange. What are we doing? This is so bizarre. What is this music? Is this music part of Windows XP? I don't know. The sound effect. Look at that. It just clicks. I don't know what this song is. I don't know where this came from. All right, let's go check out some of the other themes. Read dark. Okay. It's like a dark mode. It kind of reminds me of like when you, what is it? You go to like the SD card or something. You can look at the channels on the SD card. It has like this kind of dark theme. That's really cool. I kind of wish like the black Wiis, you know, like what if all the black Wiis had that like dark theme built in automatically? And I'm just rambling now, but that would be cool. What is this? Whoa. It's like green or whatever. It's really It's really horrible. Welcome to the animations editor. It can be a bit overwhelming at first, so I recommend to check Revo Launcher's wiki in order to know all the little tricks about it. Either way, have fun. Oh, wow. Okay, so you can add like custom movies and pictures to work as like the animation. So that's how they got these little animations to play on the home screen. This is all really cool. I like that this is very like customizable and the community can come up with their own ways to add all their favorite apps to like the Wii theme and everything. I want to go back to the browser. I want to see what other apps people have come up with and like clever ways to integrate it into the Wii ecosystem. All right, guys, so I have some new stuff on here now. First off, I updated the Wii Sports to have like the actual the actual Wii Sports like animations and stuff that you would see when you launch up the game. Amazing. I also got the internet channel here. Opera powered. Is that what that said on the Wii? I can't remember if that was actually there or not. That's awesome. This is just Chrome. If I start this, it should just open Chrome. Yeah, okay. We got the forecast channel. Oh man, this is so nostalgic and like weirdly new at the same time. I love everything about this. This will just Google weather for us. You could probably link an actual weather app, but I don't know, this works. And the same thing basically for the news channel. I just, oh my gosh, WeConnect 24. Dude, this is amazing. You must access the news channel regularly for news to be displayed on this screen. Choose start. Wait, does that actually work? There's no way, right? Anyway, if I just started, just Google news, so nothing fancy about it, but you could make it like actually go to your favorite news app or whatever. I love it. Oh, and maybe my favorite one is this classic Netflix app that has like the old logo and everything. This will just go to netflix.com. Again, you could link it to the Netflix app though. I also got a few more themes here. We got a GameCube theme. It's pretty similar. It's kind of like a dark theme. I wish it had more like GameCube style sound effects though. we got a 3DS theme. Here we go. This one has sound effects. This is awesome. All right, and the one I'm most curious about, this one was just called 2006 Honda Civic. I don't know what that means.
2006 Honda Civic. 2006 Honda Civic.
Please
2006
stop.
Honda.
I have to know what the home screen looks like for this one. Hold on. It's so many Honda Civics. I can't even read the buttons. There's no nothing. It's just Honda Civic. Why? Why did you make this? Why? Who did this? If you're seeing this video, you just tell me why. You ruined my launcher. Like, look at what you did. I can't even read which one to get back to. I think it's this one, and then this one. Okay. You can't even read what the different settings are. Oh my gosh. Take me back to the default. Much better. 2006 Honda Civic. Okay, there are a few more details we can go over here. There's a little SD card. What does that do? Oh, it shows like all your apps. Okay. And then we got a little messages thing. Does this open like texts? It looks like it's supposed to. Maybe there's like a permission thing that's blocking it, but I bet that's what that would usually do. But yeah, I mean, other than that, there's like, I could actually see myself, I don't know if I could deal with the clicking all the time and the different sound effects and stuff, but I could see this like being pretty usable on like a daily basis, especially if you just want like a simpler UI for your phone. I mean, you only have like, what is that, 10? Yeah, 10 icons on the screen, but that might be fine depending on what you want to use or whatever. This is like way better than I expected it to be, not gonna lie. But guys, thanks for watching this video. I hope you found it as entertaining as I did. Let me know if you're gonna download and install the Revo launcher yourself, and I'll see you next time. Bye.
Number 8. The year is 2024 and the Windows Phone does not exist anymore, but fortunately I still have one. So in this video, we're going to test and explore this bad boy and just see what it's like to use one nowadays. So yes indeed, this is a Windows Phone. I think I got this back in like 2012, and you can see it's an HTC phone. I believe the model is an HTC 8X, if I remember correctly. Had it on Verizon. You can see it's well loved, very beat up. And let's go ahead and just pop this bad boy on and see what it looks like now. The date and time is completely incorrect because I haven't connected it to the internet in probably a decade at this point. I bought this phone back in 2012 just to be different, honestly, because you had iOS, you had Android, and then you had Windows Phone coming onto the scene, and I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And honestly, scrolling through here, I'm pretty sure the biggest selling point to me was the fact that your Xbox stuff was integrated into your Windows Phone, because 2012, I'm playing a lot of Xbox 360. I just thought it was really cool to have my Xbox integrated into my phone. So let's just scroll through here and explore the apps that come preloaded, or these might not even be preloaded. This might just be what I had on my Windows Phone back in 2012, 2014. But you got your, your where you can make a call here. I can't do anything because I have no service right now, but we'll connect to the internet later. Also got your message icon here, just where you can send people messages, obviously. You got your classic Internet Explorer, which does not even exist anymore. You just got Microsoft Edge. Also got the Mail app. You got Store. where you come through here and download updates. And oh man, this is a blast of the past. I completely forgot about this whole store interface and stuff. 8 updates. I don't even know how we have 8 updates because we're not connected to the internet, but whatever. Scrolling through here, you got music and videos. Oh yeah, dude, this looks just like the 360. Oh, that's awesome. I mean, these are the exact thoughts I had back in 2012 when I bought this thing. I was like, oh man, how cool is it that my 360 is integrated with my phone? And not gonna lie, this is a pretty sweet interface. It just looks like a 360. And then scroll on voicemail, HTC, which I think is weather. You've got Bing Maps, I guess, finding your location. I guess the GPS on this still works because it's, you know, it's just a GPS. Also got your camera, you got your calendar, you got your Xbox games. Let's go, photos. And actually, oh, pulling up Xbox games, I just saw my avatar there. Hold on, wait, but now it's showing a blank. It's still got my profile here though, and it's got my 15,000 gamer score, which is actually pretty funny because it shows how little I've played Xbox since the 360 days. Because I only have 20,000 gamer score now, so I've only gotten 5,000 in the last decade. Xbox Smart Glass, wow, I completely forgot about that. But you can see it just like, it looks like a zoomed in version of the Xbox 360, which I don't know, I found really cool at the time. We also got photos. You've got whatever this is, you know, didn't show me anything. We got a compass. Oh, never mind, that's just a Verizon thing. You've got NFL Mobile, why? Also got a calculator. Oh yeah, nice, that works. And it appears that I still have my Microsoft account still logged in, I guess, because that's my profile picture, but I don't, you know, I haven't connected to the internet in ages here. Obviously down at the bottom, you got your back button, got a home button, you got a search button, which takes you straight to Bing, which is pretty funny. But let's go ahead and connect this thing to the internet and just see what happens. All right, so coming here under system settings, we go to Wi-Fi. Let's see if Wi-Fi still works. Let's go, we got Wi-Fi, boys. All right, actually seeing the Wi-Fi up there kind of reminds me, like, does swiping down do anything? Shows the battery icon of Wi-Fi. There's no notification taskbar, I guess. But let's go to this, let's go to the store first, see if I can still download these updates. So I got update all here. I'm assuming it'll try to connect to the internet and then figure out that, oh wait, the Windows mobile store closed ages ago. And yeah, it just says waiting. You can see it's actually, oh, it's got a little error that says it's trying to upload. So it's trying to connect to the internet to to download these things. But you know, Microsoft is like, hey, the store is not open anymore. I wonder if Bing works. Let's see. Just search up YouTube here. Wow, what an interface. I mean, it works, I guess. Let's see. Let's just select the first link here and see what pops up. It's about to look like a 2005 slide-up phone. Wow, my browser is outdated. Who knew? Let's see if it'll let me proceed to YouTube though here. I mean, it looks like it's loading. Oh, it is loading. Hold on, dude, let's go. Can you even see your shorts on here? Come on, let me see if it loads up. It's not actually playing, but it's pulling up the shorts player where you can see the share, you can see the likes and dislikes. Wait, hold on, is that showing the dislikes? Or is that the shares? I don't know. Let me click on a normal video here and see if you can see the dislikes on videos. All right, apparently the search bar does not work. It's just like everything's jacked up and broken, which is not surprising, like I said. All right, finally got a random video to load, kind of. It still just doesn't show the profile photo. Well, it doesn't play the video, and the like and dislike thing is just like completely gone now. It just shows the icon there. So oh, that's funny. Let's go ahead and check out something else here, though. So mail, do I still have anything connected here? No, I don't. Let's go ahead and try out photos. I don't think I have any photos on here. Do I? No photos. I guess I probably deleted my photos at some point off of this thing, but let's go ahead and try out, let's go back to settings here and see what else is on here. So we got ringtones and sounds. I actually really like these clickers here. They're just like the nice, oh, that's slick. That's pretty slick for Windows in 2012. We also got just some other little settings there, lock screen, screen rotation, all the standard stuff. I wonder if there's any like cool features I'm forgetting about. Wait, hold on, phone update? Oh, let's try that. Let's see if it'll let me update anything. Update is ready to install? Ooh, okay. No, we're not gonna try that. Honestly, that might break this phone. So I don't even want to try to install an update at this point. We got Beats audio. Here we go. We're gonna have to try to play some music as well. What? Beats audio not available for phone speaker. What? Do you have to have Beats headphones and then this works? Okay, whatever. Let's go back and go ahead and try the camera real quick, see how this thing works, see what it looks like. So let's go ahead and flip it around maybe. Nope, what is Bing Vision? Go back. Oh, there we go. This is so 2012, it's not even funny. Let me go back to the, we'll go to the photos now, see if it pops up here. Camera roll. Oh yeah, oh, what is that, like 3 megapixels. I'm actually surprised it's even that bad. Like, I would think for 2012 it would be a little bit better. Now let's try the front camera, or excuse me, the back camera here. Okay, grabbed one. We got a little photo of some consoles got sitting around. Let's go ahead and check those out. There we go. Okay, that's not quite as bad. Let me rotate this here. Oh yeah, that's not too bad. And that reminds me, is there a way to turn up the brightness on this phone? I feel like it's decently bright, but, oh, there we go. Okay, hold on. There's only 3 levels. We got high, medium, and low. We'll go with high so you guys can see it better. Now, next up, let's see if this maps works. Yeah, it's doing nothing. My guess is all these run through some Windows servers that just frankly, do not exist anymore. So there's not a whole lot I can do here. Oh wait, hold on. Oh, I got more apps here. We got Bing Finance. Let me try this out. Yeah, we got an error occurred, nothing showing up. I wonder, can I use my, let me try to connect to Xbox here, see if that works. Yeah, dude, I just think everything associated with this phone just doesn't work anymore. You can see it's got like some outgoing. It's trying to connect to the server or whatever, however this thing is powered, and it's just getting nothing back. Yeah, problem with Xbox. Dang, dude, that sucks. All right, let's go back to these apps here though and keep going. Got Data Sense, that just tracks my data. I guess 6 megabytes of Wi-Fi. Internet Explorer, HTC, messaging, music download, music and videos, Office, that's funny. Photo enhancer, Spotify. Can I connect to Spotify here? Well, I can't get Spotify to log in, which is not surprising. But it did appear to be at least connecting to the server or something, because I was trying to log in and it was like responding, but still nothing going on. Let me go ahead and see if I can maybe load up some music on this phone and we can just try to play it and see how it sounds. I kind of want to pop out the SIM card here and try to put in my personal SIM card now and see what it does. I don't know, let's try it out. All right, there we go, got this. Oh, apparently as soon as I pop out the SIM tray, it just says goodbye. And dude, I still have my Verizon SIM card in there. That's awesome. Let me try and take my personal SIM card out and plug that in now. Oh crap, man, I don't have the right SIM size. I have a micro SIM versus a mini SIM, whatever they call it. I don't know, but it's the wrong size, so that's not gonna work, never mind. All right, guys, I loaded up some music on this bad boy. I can't get like anything else to work, just nothing connects to any of the servers anymore. But if you go to Xbox Music and go to music here, you can see I downloaded a couple of the YouTube audio library songs. So we'll try out Cosmic Drift by Div Kid. I mean, like, the speakers aren't bad except for the fact that they sound blown out. If they weren't blown out, the audio's like not bad for a 2012 Windows phone. Let me try this other song I got downloaded here. Yeah, man, it's just like, it kind of sounds distorted, blown out. If you played a more reasonable sound, it sounds a bit better. So I think, you know, it's 2012 speakers on a Windows phone, so I don't expect too much, but that's something you can do here. Now, next up, I kind of want to look at some of the specs of this thing. So just pulling up on my other phone, my Windows Phone 8X HTC. We can see some details here. So pretty sure I did have LTE on this phone, probably just band 13 on Verizon. And let's see some dimensions here. We got a 1.5 gigahertz dual core Qualcomm, 16 gigs of internal flash and 1 gig of RAM. Okay. There's no removable storage, which makes sense because I don't see any storage here. Yeah, there's no slots here. Only slot there is for the SIM card. By the way, this button down here triggers my camera to open up. Our display is a 4.3-inch Super LCD 2, 1280 by 720 pixels. Awesome. 8 megapixel camera on the back, 2.1 on the front. We have Bluetooth 3.1. But guys, let me know down below, did any of you guys have a Windows phone at any point in time? You know, I actually found a Windows Phone subreddit earlier today where people actually still post stuff about the Windows Phone and are still using Windows phones. I'm not sure why. I guess there's just like a small community base that is still a big fan of them. But yeah, let me know down below if you've ever used one of these things. Let me know what you think about it. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Number 7. I bought a massive box of untested iPods from Goodwill, and in this video, we're going to test and explore a bunch of them, see what we find, see if they work. Guys, welcome to another episode of Too Many iPods. Now, as you guys can see here, we still have a bunch of Nanos, Classics, and iPhones and iPod Touches, so let's just start going through them. Now, I want to start here with this 7th Gen iPod Nano, because it's basically like a mini iPod Touch, which is just awesome. Like, you see iPod Touch, iPod Nano, but just mini version. It's even got the little button at the bottom. And you can see it does have life here. I did already try to charge everything, so anything that did charge should be charged up. And let's go ahead and just explore this thing a bit. So we got our settings, clock, all the standard stuff here. We'll start with photos, nothing there. Now let's go ahead and check out the songs here. And it looks like we have like 15 songs total here, which is just not much at all, obviously. We have a couple of U2 songs. I almost wonder if those are from the album that Apple added to everybody's iPod back in the day. or iPhones, whatever it was. But yeah, not a whole lot going on here. We got, what is this? Quidditch third year. Is that a song? I'm not gonna play it because it's just music, but it's just, I guess, a song from Quidditch in Harry Potter. That's such a strange, random thing to have on here. Let's explore a bit more. We got the radio, of course. We got videos, but no videos. And how big is this thing? We got, it doesn't say how many gigs are on the back, so let me go ahead and check here. To go into about, we got Lacey's iPod with 16 songs, and it's got 14.7 gigs available. And okay, that's cool. It does work, which is great. Let's put it to the side and move on. Now, next up, we got this iPod Touch, which I just clicked on, and it's got this, are those two dogs jumping up in the air? Dude, that dog's got some insane hops. And let's go ahead and see, is there a lock screen? Or oh, no passcode. Let's go. Let's go, baby. All right, we got iPod 8 gigs. This appears to be probably like second or third gen iPod. We got a ton of games here. Oh yeah, we got Space Light, Photo Hunter, Moto Chase, oh, a bunch of slot machine stuff. Casino, this person was definitely a gambler. Let's get, what is it, the Backgrounds app? Oh, dude, that's hilarious. I forgot those existed. You can't, Edge/3G or Wi-Fi must be enabled. That right there is a throwback. Now let's go ahead and just check this thing out. See if there's anything loaded up under mail. Nope, not surprising. Wow, you can see when it was last updated though. Last updated March 21st of 2009. That is wild to see that. But let's go ahead and keep scrolling. Any notes? We got a note that says check mail, and I already did that, bro. But let's go back again. Of course, you got the cool YouTube app. Wait, yo, no way. Yo, what is, this is awesome. I've never seen this before, but it actually kept, I guess, it cached the top videos at this point in time. So we got videos like, if you seek Amy, I don't know, what is this, official music videos, I guess? Mormon Messages with 63,000 views. We got we got some highlights from the March 11th, 2009 Lakers game, which is awesome. Can we see this in history? Yo, we can see their YouTube history? Dude, that's awesome. We can see famous for not being something. Can I click on it? Oh, dude, this is so cool. You can see like the old description and everything. Famous for not being famous. Follow me on Twitter from March 2009. Okay, let's see what else is here. We got this Britney Spears, if you seek Amy official video. Okay, let me just look this up on my phone now on YouTube and see if this video still exists and see how many views it has now. I cannot find that specific video. Let me just keep looking around and find one of these videos. What is it? Oh, yo, this is oh my gosh, this is Average Video Game Nerd. I guess at some point his channel was called James Nintendo Nerd. Okay, guys, I found the exact video. You can see March 10th, 2009 here, March 10th, 2009 there. Whoops. And we can see now it has 3.2 million views. Back then it had 155,000 views. Wow. We even got the 5-star rating instead of the like and dislike. And honestly, I did not even know his channel was called Cinemassacre now instead of Average Video Game Nerd. Wasn't that what it was called? That is some wild stuff. Honestly, I could go through this whole thing in like a full video on its own, but that's just so cool. Let's go off that. I'm gonna make a full video just going through this whole old YouTube app, just looking at that's so cool. Let's go ahead and keep scrolling through. Any photos here? There. Oh, we got some stuff. Yo, we got beach, penguins. We got that dog photo, another dog photo, and a teddy bear. So not a whole lot, but it's something. And then of course, checking out the music here, we've got Bob Marley, a bunch of other, Sheryl Crow, a bunch of other artists I've never heard of, probably before my time. But yeah, we got some stuff here, kind of, oh yeah, Marvin Gaye, nice. Then honestly, I really want to try one of these old games. Let's see if they work. We got this finger sprint. Yo, what? Oh, that feels so weird. I'm trash at this. Dude, this is such OG iPod Touch games. What a jackpot. And let's go ahead and move on to the next iPod. All right, now next up we got this iPod Classic that appears to have some charge. It's very beat up. Ew, it looks like somebody straight up rubbed this thing against the concrete or like a driveway. I'm going to see if we can make sure it stays on here. And we've got apparently 160 gigs. Let's go. It's got some sticky stuff in the back though. Let's go ahead and let me start by turning the brightness up first. Nice and bright. And let's go ahead and check the about page. We've got Candace Schaefer's iPod, 57 gigs used, 91 free, 8,000 songs in 3 games. Dude, these things hold there's still 91 gigs free. These things hold so many songs. Let's head to the music here, go to genres, and see what kind of stuff they got here. Oh, we got 129 different holiday artists. Nice. Jars of Clay. I have not heard that name in forever. God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen. Nice. Oldies. Kind of like DK oldies. REO Speedwagon. Let's go. Can't fight this feeling anymore. Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. You'll go down in this iPod when I sell it. All right, guys. Well, this iPod works. Surprisingly, the hard drive is not dead yet. Just got songs. Honestly, kind of disappointing that these classic iPods just have songs because I'd love to see some music videos or something. Anything more than just songs on them. Let's go ahead and move on to the next one here. We got another iPod Nano. We've got one of the newer versions. Probably, what is this? Up Your Creative Genius. It's one of those customizations, but I feel like this is a customization that's just like a recommended one by Apple or something. I don't know. No power. Let me plug it in here. Ooh, we got some black lines on the screen. Honestly, maybe that's from a battery going bad. I have heard you guys are saying in the comments that the iPod Nano's batteries are just like poop. They just go boom, they don't work, or they bulge, or they die. So I'm gonna try to be careful here. I also bought a FireWire cable, so in the next video, we'll try out some of these iPods that don't turn on at all. We'll try to put some FireWire to them and see if we can brute force them, basically. And this one, this one's booting up. It's got one song on it. Hold on. What is the one song on this iPod? I'm gonna guess White and Nerdy. It's gotta be White and Nerdy. It's HU Song 1. What is that? Dude, the song is 20 minutes long? What? This song is literally like one note the entire time. What is this? What is this iPod? Funny enough, it is actually working though, despite the weird lines at the top of the screen. Let me go ahead and check the About section real quick. And we got Patty Dobrowolski's iPod. And looks like Patty has one song, 3 games, which come built in. And that's about it. But surprisingly, this thing does work. I wish I could find out the last time this thing was used. It thinks it's in 2018 right now, which is not correct. But let's go ahead and move on to the next iPod. All right, now this one right here is an iPod Nano. Looks like it's probably one of the first gen, maybe. I'm not too keen on the iPod generations. They all blur together, to be honest. Let's go ahead and see if this one works at all. Yep, so no power here, and you can see that this screen, or the film on top of the screen, is like blistering right here, which is interesting. Looks like it's 1 gig, of course, scratched up like crazy in the back from 06. We'll put this one to the side, and this is one of the ones I'll put to the side for the next video where I try out FireWire and see if that'll fix some of this stuff, or get some of these to like basically brute force them to turn on. Now next up we got this iPod Nano with a case on it, and this is a beefy case here, made by Belkin, and yeah, let's plug it in and see what it does. And the first thing I noticed is that we actually have 2 videos, so let's just start there. Okay, actually we'll go to the About first. We got Kate's new iPod, and you get some songs, some videos, and games. Pretty standard, but let's go check out those videos. Okay, so that video was just like somebody setting up a camera to record their PC screen, which is funny. We got one more here. Okay, that was basically a continuation and just like kind of panning around the room. So not a whole lot, but it's something. From 2010, I don't know if that's accurate, but it sounds about right. But then check out the music here. Looks like we got a bunch of big mix here. We got a lot of pop and rock. So I thought this would be like a kid or something based on the video, but that doesn't seem like kid music. Maybe it is. I don't know. Let me check out the games next and see if they ever played any of those. Nope, never played. And then last up, we got to check out the camera here. So let me go ahead and just like record a little bit. All right, well, another working iPod. I'll take it. Let's put this one to the side and move on to the next one. Now, next up, we have an iPhone, and I haven't gotten any of these to work yet, but we got a white iPhone on the back, 16 gigs. No power yet. Let me plug it in and see if it'll boot up. All right, well, this one looked like it was trying to turn on, and then it's doing nothing now. So we'll try this one with FireWire in a future video. But let's go ahead and move on, and I guess we'll try out this bad boy right here, this iPod Classic, and it's got a message. It says, "Happy retirement, love Diana." That's awesome. Let's go ahead. It's got 80 gigs as well. Let's go ahead and plug it in and see if it'll turn on. Well, no power on this one either. That's another FireWire candidate. Let's go ahead and try another one. All right, here we go. This one turned on. Now the screen is very dim, so Danny will have to brighten that up so you guys can see. I'll try to keep it still. Let's go ahead and search around a little bit. Let me go to settings first and see what it looks like. It looks like HP Administrator's iPod. What? That's such a strange description for the iPod. Okay. Looks like it has 152 songs. Let's go check those out. This iPod is actually awesome. It has a bunch of like hip-hop songs from probably the 2010 era. I just found Heartless by Kanye. I just found I Love College. Is that who I think it is? Yeah. I love women, hey, and I love college, hey. Lollipop, is that Lil Wayne? Let's go. Swag when I surf. Now watch me surf and swag. We're going down, down, some, sugar, we're going down, swinging. Na 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 na. I load it, something, cock it and pull it.
Pull.
Yeah. Soldier boy, Superman, touch me so. I don't remember the dance. Touch me, whoa, she wants to love me, whoa, she'll never leave me, whoa. Don't trust the iPod, never trust an iPod. Don't trust an iPod, don't trust these iPods. Dude, this iPod is amazing. This is like middle school era. It's right here. Like all these songs are like, what year are these? These are like 08 songs. These are definitely everything I was listening to in like 7th, 8th grade. This is awesome. Unfortunately, the screen is very dim, and this thing's probably gonna blow up on me in a few minutes. So we should probably unplug it, put it to the side, and move it on to the next one. All right, guys. Next up, we got this pink iPod Nano, and it's got some little stickers in the back. It's kind of funny. 8 gigs. It did turn on. Let's go ahead and check out the about first. All right, it's Leighton's iPod. We've got 229 songs, 1 podcast, 1,100 photos. All right, let's check them out. Oh yeah, we got some fried rice. Let's go, dude. This is spelled out so clearly. Like I'll show you this photo right here, and we'll blur out the faces. But basically, what I'm deducing here is we got Leighton as a cheerleader in high school. This is back in like 05, so we're talking ages ago at this point. And half the pictures are like cheerleading photos. The other half are pictures of a dude playing football and basketball. It's just like a high school movie where she's dating the star player of the football and basketball teams. And I'm just figuring out more and more that second. This is hilarious. You got this random picture of like some sort of Ferris wheel ride at like a carnival or a state fair or something. We also got a few guys that just caught some fish. That's awesome. Yeah, here we go. We got the poster of when this person was selected to the varsity cheer squad. It says, "Congratulations, you've been selected to the varsity squad for the 2009-2010 season. Please come back for a mandatory meeting in the gym." That just feels like high school. I don't those are not memories I want to think about, but dude, this is so funny. Also, it's kind of sad to look at them because it's just like somebody's photo. I'm sure they had the photos. If they were on iTunes, they're probably saved somewhere else now, but it's just kind of sad seeing stuff like this. But let's go ahead and try out one more iPod. All right, well, one more iPod does not want to turn on. It looks like a lot of these actually need FireWire, so we might have 2 whole episodes left at this point. But guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Let me know down below if you have any tips or tricks for getting some of these iPods to work or finding out other interesting things about them. Just let me know down below. I'll try to implement it in the next few videos. Guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Number 6. I bought 2 of the cheapest folding phones I could find from Walmart, and in this video, we're going to unbox them, test them out, tear them down, and see if they're any good. Now here's the really strange thing about this purchase. So both of these phones came from third-party sellers on Walmart's website, so Walmart doesn't make the phones, but I guess they endorse them, and also I bought 3 of these weird phones, but the third seller tried to get me with a shipping scam, which I won't explain here, but let's go ahead and check out these 2 phones. All right guys, phone number 1, and this box is, oh my goodness. I'm even more confused. It's a P21, half the photo is covered by the sticker, and then it shows multiple different designs in the back. Music player, HD camera, big battery. Oh, I'm glad it's got a big battery. Oh my goodness, what? What is this? Also, we have, I guess, a charging cable. Wait, what is, what? Are you serious? We're in 2024 and we're using micro USB, and also, this is not even a US charging brick. All right, let's check out this phone itself because holy crap, what is this? All right, guys, and here is the phone, and it looks absurd. And the first thing I noticed is it says Hope on the back, which, like, why? I don't know. I'm also excited to open this thing up because I'm curious what they did with the folding screen portion. Like, how did they do that on this cheap of a phone? We'll find out, I guess, here in a second. And then flip it to the front, or whatever you call this, the other half of the back. It looks like it's got some camera modules, like maybe that's a camera, that's a flash, maybe 2 more cameras there. They might just be duds. I don't know. And also a few indicators for phone, mail, and battery. But let's open this bad boy up and see what's going on the inside. And wow, that is not what I expected. The first thing my eye is drawn to is this fashion moible, yeah, yep. And then we also have this sticker on the top that's got a big thumbs up with a 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a battery, got original, faster, and more stable. I'm so confused what this phone is. Let's go ahead and peel the screen protector off. And wow, look at those bezels, dude. Oh my goodness. Even have why is there a Facebook icon up there? All right, let's just turn it on. I guess it's got a few little I don't know what is that on the side. I don't know. Let's turn it on. See what happens. What is this, yo? First of all, dude. We have 4 SIM card slots here? What? You can, yep, sure enough, 4 slots up there. We've got our menu, our contacts. Let me just start with the menu here and see what it pulls up. Wow, this is like, this is bad. We got contacts, messages, call, logs, settings, file manager, audio player, multimedia, camera, Where is the camera, by the way? There's no camera on the front. Is it just the one on the back? Wait, the indicator's flashing for charging. That's actually kind of cool, I guess I'd say. We also got FM radio, tools, user profiles, and services. You know, I feel like I got to start with the camera because, like, the camera just looks so absurd. So let's give it a go. It sounds like a flip phone from 2002. Oh, and also I just noticed the backlight on the keypad is horrible. Like, there's a little bit of illumination behind these 3 buttons here, but the rest just, like, are ignored. Well, let's try to take a selfie here. Yo, what's up, bro? Not enough memory. You gotta be kidding me. It's got enough memory for 1 photo. Is there an SD card slot? What? Yo, what? Okay, so I'm trying to find the SD card slot, and I just realized that this little switch on the side here is a flashlight. I mean, honestly, that's like actually kind of cool, but why? All right, popping the back off, and we have 4 SIM card slots there. Looks like, okay, inside of there is the SD card slot. So I need an SD card. Let me plug one in. Actually, you know what'll be great for this is a 120 gigabyte SD card from TEMU that we got like a week ago that sucks. We'll see if it works in this phone. All right, I got the SD card in. I turned it off so I can turn it back on, and hopefully it'll recognize it. Going to File Manager, it doesn't show the SD card. All right, I have a 32 gig here that is like a real SD card that I bought that hopefully works. If that doesn't work, then I don't know what to say. Yes, there it is. All right, so the restart did it. We got a memory card. And let me see if I can actually take a photo now. Wow, and yeah, you know, surprisingly, the first thing I think is that it's actually better than the TEMU phone that I took a photo with a few weeks ago. I guess we can try the video recorder here, which you have to go into the settings to click switch to video recorder to enable that, which is just awesome. Let's go ahead and... Yes, I'm recording a video. This might be in 3 frames per second. Oh my goodness, this is horrible. Holy crap. Oh man, all right, let's go back to the main menu though and see what else is going on here. So I got messages. This is where you write the messages. Oh my gosh. And okay, how do I send it? Options, save. What? How do you send a message? You just click on send message, you create a message, and then you press, I press like that button, does nothing. I press, I don't want to press clear, but I press options, and it won't let me put a contact number in, and it won't let me save either. What? Okay, so you can't send messages. All right, let me check out the toolbox here and see what's on here. So we got alarm, Bluetooth, calculator, calendar, STK. What? Oh, it's just our Sims. And also battery saver mode. I don't care about that. Let's try the calculator. Oh my goodness, it's one of these. 5 minus 6 equals -1. Wow. So guys, a couple more things here. I just threw in a AT&T SIM card just to see if that shows up in any form or fashion. I also looked at the listing and it says it's 2G services only, which in the US just like almost don't exist anymore. And I think this is like, it's probably a GSM phone. So, all right, so restarted and it does show the SIM card searching, which yeah, it makes sense. It's not actually active, so it's not gonna find anything. But like, guys, let me know down below if you know any details about this, but like who is actually buying these types of phones to use here in 2024? Like, who is using 2G services only, and who is specifically using this type of phone? Like, what is the use case? I don't know, but sure is interesting to see what kind of crap they leave on here. I guess I can, oh wait, hold on, I can actually record my own sound? Hold up. Yo, what's good, man? How's it going? I'm here on my 2G Fashion Mobile phone. Let me hit me back up when you get your own Fashion Mobile. I mean, let's be honest, that actually wasn't quite as bad as I thought it'd be for this piece of junk, but last thing I want to try here is the services tab. Oh, hold on. We got internet service, Twitter, Facebook, Yahoo, WhatsApp, and Opera Mini. I mean, seriously, is there a proposal here to use 2G internet to like open up Twitter and Facebook and stuff here in 2024? I don't understand these. Oh man, let me put that to the side. Let me check out this other phone. Okay, so apparently when I open and close this thing, it makes a really loud, annoying dinging sound. That's, okay. Let's open up this other package and see what's inside. Now, this one took even longer to come in, so I imagine it's going to be even worse, and wow, that did not disappoint. You've got to be kidding me. Like, dude, what is this? Oh, there's so many things wrong here. First of all, it says i15 Pro, and it's like they're clearly going for the iPhone look. When I bought it, that's like the only photo I saw was the iPhone look, and I'm like, folding iPhone, gotta buy it. But then you look over, and it's just a crappy flip phone again. And then, dude, like, what is going on with this tape? It's clearly a used phone that they just taped back up and called it new. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, so it's actually, it's packaged up like as a real folding phone, which is just funny. And then we got yep, it's a USB-C cable. All right, that's an upgrade from the last one. Oh my gosh, oof. I don't know what to think. At first glance, it's like, this thing's horrible, but at the same time, it's intriguing. It actually looks like an iPhone. Like, look at, just do a little comparison here. Wow, it's actually about the same size as my iPhone 13 Pro. You know, even the camera layout looks the same with the flash up there and then 3 cameras. I'm sure there's 1 camera here, not 3. And then we got another little indicator thing here, I guess. And flipping around to the other side, you can see, obviously, it's another flip phone deal. So let me go ahead and peel off the screen protector or whatever. And wow, what? Oh, it didn't peel off the whole thing. Great. We got one for the, we got a stupid thing for the bottom too. What? And hold on, they're even on the back. What? What in the world, man? And hold on, as I'm folding this up, I just noticed the bottom looks like an iPhone as well. Like, it's got the same port layout. It's got the little dots on both sides for your, you know, microphone, speaker, whatever. And then, oh, it's got a flashlight up here as well, just like the last one. Dude, why? Why? Let's turn it on and see what happens. And yep, the interface is very similar. This one we only have 2 SIM card slots instead of 4. Also, oh, our buttons are sleek. It's like a flat surface here rather than the last one, which was basically individual buttons here. So this one actually feels a bit more premium, I'd say. Premium. All right, let's check out what this has to offer. So we got games. We got games. Let's go. Fun and games. We got F1 race and game settings. Let me check out the settings first, make sure we're good to go. We got vibration. We got audio and vibration. Yo, it's not the only thing that's got audio and vibration.
Stop it. Get some help.
You've got to be kidding me. There's no way this is the game on here. Turn the sound off. 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 Audio. Off. Thank you. All right. Here we go. Back at it. There we go. Finally. No sound here. But let's go ahead and crash it. I think it vibrates when I crash. Whoa. It's got vibration functionality. Oh, that's pretty sick. Okay. Let me see what else is in this menu here. We got multimedia, tools, settings, messages, file manager. Where's the camera? We have a video recorder. Does this not take photos? Does it only take video? Hold on. All right. So first of all, you guys will not believe this. First of all, not enough memory. Second of all, I don't think I've ever seen anything look anywhere near as bad as this. Holy crap. All right, guys. I'm here on my i15 Pro recording a video, and this might be the best camera I've ever used in my life. Let me just take a little action right here. That looks pretty good, right? So let's go ahead and switch to camera here and just, see what the photos look like. Apparently the flash doesn't work either, so that's cool. Uses wallpaper. Nice. Let's go. All right, let's see what else is on here. Messages. Looks like the message is the same exact thing where it's going to be a piece of crap. I click some stuff. I click save and it won't let me save. Oh, no, it saved that time. Okay. I can't send it anyway. I don't have a SIM card to work on this thing. Oh, man. You know, the part that really confuses me is how it's advertising like Twitter and Facebook and stuff, but like how are you going to access those with 2G? Are you serious? Yo, wait, hold on. It's got a little light splash in there. That's kind of sick, actually. All right, let's try out the flashlight. By the way, I mean, like, stupid, but it's like honestly, it's low-key kind of cool. I feel like I gotta open one of these up and take a look at the inside. This one right here, I'm not really sure how to open it up because I don't see any obvious screw holes. Now this one right here, I already got the back cover off, and there's clearly some screw holes there. So let me just go ahead and pop those off, and let's take a look at the inside and see just what kind of crap they're doing inside of this thing. All right, here we go. Got the screws out, and this thing is popping apart, maybe. All right, got that piece popped off, and you can see down here our SIM card slots are obviously still there. We've got one little wire plugged in here, or wired in there for our microphone. And oh, nice, I just noticed this cable right here is not soldered into anything. It looks like it was going to something back there, but it's just, yeah, it looks like a ground wire or something that's just not soldered in. That's cool. Now, what I'm really curious about is the top part, because I want to see if there's more than one camera here. There's probably not, but let's see if I can break into that somehow. Yeah, baby. All right, we got it coming loose, and oh my goodness. Yep, just as we thought. We have our big old battery here, big battery, like it said. And yep, just as we expected, these two cameras right here are completely fake. If you flip to the other side, it doesn't even go through to the other side. It's just yeah, what else do I say about that? And then also there's that's the camera. Like, what else do I say, man? I mean, like, guys, even if you're looking for a cheap phone, like, I don't understand the point of this other than the novelty of like people like me buying them, because for 20 bucks more, or actually about the same price, you can buy phones like these that are halfway decent at least. But guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. These phones suck. Should I don't want to snap it yet. I might snap it one day, but thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Number 5. I bought more than 20 untested Samsung smartphones from eBay, and in this video, we're going to test and explore each one of them to see if they work and see what kind of weird stuff we find. Now, untested phones can be wild, man. I mean, I've seen people leave behind explicit photos all the time. I've also seen people leave behind evidence of crimes committed. So guys, let's see what kind of crazy stuff we find today. All right, guys, so we got quite the stack of phones here. We've got, a Galaxy S3. We actually have a tablet here. That is definitely not a phone. But guys, let's go ahead and plug a bunch in, let them charge up, and then we'll come back. So guys, we'll start here with the Galaxy S7 Edge, and it looks great, right? Even the front is just... It's magical, and also this thing is on fire. I should probably unplug that. Let's move on. Now next up we have a phone that's also bent a little bit, and then the back, I don't see a model number, so I'm not sure what model it is, but dude, the background is just a kid. No way. All right, so this is definitely not locked. Let's see if there's a lock code. There's no way. There's no way there's a phone this new that doesn't have a lock code. I guess I'll take it. Let's go ahead and explore and see when this thing was last used. Now, first thing I noticed on this phone is we have really bad yellow banding on the side here, and then the background is, of course, Homer Simpson, because why not? And even the location is Springfield, so that's funny to see. It looks like a pretty standard phone with all the normal Google apps. You got basics, whatever this means, Worldcraft building, calculator, all that kind of stuff, and then. Wait, no way. No. I just scrolled to the side and we have an email widget, and the second email is from Chloe on OnlyFans. I should probably get my hands away from my face, because you guys can probably assume what's happening here. The person who owned this phone was chatting with somebody on OnlyFans who I assume they subscribe to, or I'm not really sure how that goes. But yeah, also to note, this is from December 2022, so less than 2 years old. But let's go ahead and just check out some other stuff on this phone. I guess we'll check the gallery. I don't know that I really want to, but I guess we got some selfies of the guy that owns this, so all right. All right, so pretty normal photos, just scrolling through, finally found one where this guy, I'm assuming this is the guy that owns this phone, because that's his profile photo right there, and he replies "bae" to the girl's butt on Facebook, and he took a screenshot of it. Why? All right, we've come to the shirtless selfies phase of this episode now. Let's move on. Hold on, I just found this guy smoking a pork butt. That's actually awesome. I love smoking meats as well, so that's cool to see. No way. So we have a Snapchat here. Everything will be blurred except for the line at the bottom, and you can just read what that says, and you can just imagine what the photo is. All right, guys, but moving on from the pictures here, let's go ahead and just see what else this guy was doing. Let's see if he has any games on this thing. So we got the Worldcraft building is the only one actually I see, and the rest is just, yeah, Tinder, Metro Zone, Grubhub drivers, nothing much else. But I guess we can check out the messages, see if there's anything. I don't know. So I decided to go check out a few messages here, and it looks like this guy was chatting with somebody named Maya, and it looks like, I don't know, from Tinder or something. And he's like sending a bunch of messages, and she responds, says, "Hey there, wool coat guy. If I'm being honest, I barely remember talking to you and giving you my number," with that face. All right, that's tragic. Wow. But whatever, man. I'm not gonna scroll through all these messages because there's a 15 million here. So let's go ahead and test out the photo or the camera here and see if it's still working properly. I'm gonna do a selfie. Yeah, it's pretty solid. I mean, it's a phone from 2022, so not too surprising there. And I guess I should figure out what phone this is. So, oh, okay, it's a Galaxy A10e. So I think it's like on the lower end of the Galaxy line. Still a fine phone though. I don't know, whatever. Let's go ahead and put this to the side and move on to our next phone though. Now guys, just a little update on this phone. I scrolled through for like 5 more minutes and quite frankly found some astonishing things. First of all, a photo of a social security card, which is just like, why do people take photos of this sensitive information and leave it on their phones? Like, what are you doing? And also multiple photos that are clearly that he was sending people, if you know what I mean, and also some photos he was receiving from people, if you know what I mean. And I only scrolled through for, guys, 5 more minutes, and who knows what else is on here. But guys, the lesson here is factory reset your phone before you sell it. Come on now. All right, so next up we have a Galaxy J3 Luna Pro. Okay, let's see if it boots. All right, guys, I finally booted up, and that screen looks horrible. Wow, that is bad. Let's go ahead and see if there's an another phone without an unlock code, and sure enough, the background is just a lady standing in front of the lake. Just scrolling around, it looks like we have some we have standard apps, and we also have these random like games and stuff like Fighting Star, Grand Gangsters, Lucky Day. What is that? Photo Lab, Play Games, whatever. Let's go ahead and just explore a bit. So guys, first thing to note, it looks like this phone is being used back in 2020. You can see some dates here from April 2020, January 2020. Not too many text messages here, so we won't scroll through those. But let's go ahead and go back and go to, I don't know, what's on the main page? Internet browser? Let's check it out. We have this little floating thing here that says 76%. I'm not sure what that's for because the phone battery's at 21%. Wait, what? What does that even mean? It's always funny to look through the old browser tabs here because you can see what they were looking for. So we got fitmomdaily.us, so probably like a workout or something, I don't know. Nearby pizza locations, Boost Mobile. It's pretty standard stuff, honestly. And then the whole gallery is just a mix of stuff I can't see. You can just see it's photos of like nothing, or things are out of focus or too far away. It's either like car parts or sound equipment, that sort of thing. Yeah, that's definitely some sound equipment there. That's funny. We do have a video here of 2 people playing in a band or something, I guess. Also, this little pop-up down here is turned into a temp icon that says 114, so so I guess this phone's getting really hot, which is not surprising because this thing is falling apart. The battery is, ooh, yeah, the battery's got a giant bump on the back. That's rough. But anyways, briefly scrolling through the photos, just mostly just a mix of random stuff like nature and people and whatever. But let's go ahead and take a selfie of this thing, see how it looks. Ooh, that's rough. Wait, hold on, guys, watch this. Dude, look at that. You can just see all of the, it's not only the screen is bad, but like the camera, the piece around the camera is scratched up, cracked and everything. So just like, it looks horrible. Never mind. All right, well, this phone surprisingly like somehow kind of works. Whatever, let's move on to the next one. Now next up here we have a Galaxy S7, which actually looks really good. Like the front is not cracked or scratched up at all, and then the back looks really good as well, and it's actually factory reset. So this is like a fairly normal phone, you know? You get rid of your phone, you factory reset it, and it's in nice condition. I'd say a normal phone user, so I don't know, that's good though, nothing to look at though, so let's put that to the side. And next up we got this one that seems to be vibrating a lot. This one is not sure what this is. It looks like a Galaxy S7, somewhere in that era. All right, well, it looks like it's Bridget's phone here, and it looks like it's got a pin. I guess I can take a photo. Nice, I can take a photo here and see how that looks. Oh my gosh, it's awful. Wait, hold on. Look at that. That's like a 2010 kind of phone, man. That's horrible. I don't know what model phone this is because there's no back to it and I can't log in. But anyways, phone is locked, so we'll put that to the side and move on to the next phone. Now guys, next up we got a Galaxy S6, which looks pretty normal at first glance, right? Well, it's not. Let me show you why. So slowly flipping to the side, you can see that the back panel is just bulging like crazy. You know you have a fat battery back here, so that's not good. I'm gonna unplug it soon. You don't want to leave a bulging battery plugged in and off to do its own thing. That's just not great. Let's go ahead and see if it actually, yep, here it is. You got a kid and his dad in the background. Let's see if it's opened up. Nope, it's locked. But I guess while we're at it, we can take at least a photo of this thing and see how the selfie mode looks. And this one's also pretty rough. Yeah, so it's like, it's super smoothed over. Like there's no detail to that photo at all. What in the world? That's something. Now guys, unfortunately next up we have a few that are pretty rough. This first one right here, just watch it. What is it doing? It's plugged in and it just starts flashing on the screen every once in a while, and yeah, clearly doing nothing. Now this one right here I had charged up and turning on earlier, but it would just make sounds. There was no screen or anything, just sounds. Now this one right here does have a little bit of backlight, as you can see through this crack right there, but after that, that's about it. Pretty tragic though, because this is a fairly new phone. I'm not sure which Galaxy phone this is, but you can just tell by the size and the quad cameras here that it's a newer phone. So guys, I finally got this Galaxy tablet to turn on. I think it's a Tab S3 if I remember correctly when I saw it turning on. But let's go ahead and see if it opens up. And yep, sure enough, opens up and got a bunch of apps as well, like Netflix, Magic the Gathering, Galaxy apps, Cut the Rope, like classic, Amazon Kindle. Wow, that's slow. Hold on. Oh, no, come on, man. Great. All right, let me let it charge up a bit longer. So I got it back on now. Hopefully it stays on. Also notice we have Minecraft on here as well, which is kind of cool to see. Let's actually start with that there. I'm gonna boot up Minecraft and see if there's any worlds saved on it. We have one world, Annika. All right, so I can kind of see the horizon there with like some land and some water, but it's so dark in the game I can barely see anything and the controls are super jank, so never mind. Let's go back and explore something else. We got contacts here. Do people actually put contacts on their Galaxy tablets? Dang, holy crap. There's like hundreds of contacts here. All right, the more you know. I guess we'll see if we can figure out when the last time this thing was used. So yeah, you can see on the side of Gmail app it says 2017, so it's been quite a while since this tablet's been used, which makes sense. It's a fairly old tablet at this point. And on the Photos app, we have like nothing. We have the standard images that come on the tablet, I guess, there, and then right here we have a couple screenshots. What is, I guess it's from a game on this tablet. Let me go ahead and open up a couple of these games and see if we can play them. All right, so in the meantime, while I was booting up Cut the Rope, I got another phone turning on, and it's got that, ooh, those nice classic Samsung boot up sounds. And after a whole minute, Cut the Rope finally opened. Dude, you can stop turning on now. Thank you. Oh, let's go. 3 stars, baby. That's what I'm talking about. One of these phones is going nuts over here. They're all still off. What? All right, whatever. Let's go back to the main screen. So last thing I wanted to do here is check out the model number. So device name is Heather Samsung. Model number SM-T21OR. Let me check that. All right, Galaxy Tab 3. That makes sense. That makes sense. Let's go back and move on to the next tablet or phone, I guess. Okay, so it's this phone right here that's making all these noises, and there's no display though. It's clearly on and making sounds, but there's no display. Great, that's awesome. Now we have this phone here that seems to be on because the lights down here keep lighting up. Yeah, as you can see, those are lit up down there, but the screen is not on and it's not doing anything, and it looks horrible. It's crooked, it's smashed on the screen. Let's put that to the side. Now guys, next up we got a Galaxy Note 5 that looks pretty cool. Let me show you why. And flipping to the front, you immediately see we have this cool wood grain accent on the top and bottom. Looks like it's just a sticker, but I don't know, add some life to it. And honestly, this thing is in really nice condition, like no scratches or scuffs anywhere. Even the back is in nice condition. Now, the first thing we notice here is a background in the woods of a kid. So let's see if this thing unlocks. Nope, yeah, it's got a passcode. Great. All right, well, that's not gonna work. Let's put that to the side. Now that's, I guess if you can reset that, that's actually a solid phone. Now there is no stylus left inside of it, which is tragic, but let's put that to the side and move on to the next one. So guys, this is tragic. I just plugged in this Galaxy S8 Active, which looks pretty cool. It's very rugged and not a terribly old phone, but yeah, it looks horrible. It's got a puncture right there and then just giant lines through it. And wait, hold on. Actually, you can just see it started to charge up and it's got this little, actually looks like the screen is still working. So let me try to let this charge up for a while, then we'll come back. Now guys, next up we got this phone that doesn't look too terrible from the front. It's got a big crack near the home button, but flipping to the back, I think this thing has water damage. You can just kind of, like feeling the texture, it just feels off. You also see all this like pink and like blue and green on this thing, especially down there at the water detection pad. I'm not sure what color it is originally, but it looks like it's just been messed with, and you can kind of see all of the just like grime and stuff around here. And yeah, that's definitely, now there's like a film on my fingers. Ugh. And guys, next up we have another Galaxy Note 5 that looks a bit worse than the last one. This one's got, you know, it's kind of shattered on the back, and then the front also is peeling up from the top. And it appears that it booted in safe mode. I'm not really sure why. Of course, it has a lock code. But I guess I'm going to try to take a photo with this bad boy and see what it looks like. And never mind, it just turned itself off. All right, great. Now guys, next up we have a Galaxy S3, which I haven't seen one of these in ages, but we got, wait, hold on, is it 0%? How's it working? I don't know, but we got, ooh, that's some nasty screen damage down there. It's like purple and blue in the corner, and it turned off. Ah, come on, man. So guys, back into this red phone, I got it charged up, and so it's good to go now. And the first thing I'll let you notice is like, just look at that pattern down in the corner. It's actually kind of cool when you put it on a white background, but not good for the phone, obviously. But next up, we'll check out the gallery, see if there's anything interesting. And oh my goodness, there are 800 photos. All right, let's scroll a bit. Nice, we got a video of a Christmas tree. No idea where that's at. Yo, we got a dog. Let's go. Dog is sleepy. And by the way, that photo's from 2015, so the phone has not been used in quite a long time. Ooh, looks like he's setting up a computer or maybe troubleshooting or something. Got a big old blue screen there. Wait, so this is interesting. I found a photo of a check, and the check is for $2,800, which is quite a lot for a check. And then also, it's from Bank of Hawaii. Did this phone come from Hawaii? Interesting. Maybe that explains why I've seen so many beach photos on this phone. And yeah, sure enough, there's a Hawaii driver's license. So yep, the question is answered. That's about it there, though. Just interesting to see a phone from Hawaii. Now guys, next up we got another Galaxy Tab 3 here, and it looks like it has the same background. Was it factory reset or something? Looks pretty standard on the main screen. Oh, nope, there's 224 photos here, and they're all pictures of the sky and of power lines. Nice, love to see it. Also, by the way, it looks like these photos are from 2019, so about 5 years old. We got something being built here, cool. Got a blurry photo, picture of a house from the back. Yo, look at that old car, what in the world? We got some pictures of a birthday or something here. You can see the cake down there with like, wait, hold on. There are so many candles in that cake. Wait, they're all lit. Oh, yo, that's awesome. And then continuing on, a bunch more photos of construction, that sort of thing. So yeah, it's kind of cool to see, honestly. And dude, scroll through the apps here, we have the old Google Maps logo. I haven't seen that in so long, but that's nostalgic. Same with the Gmail app. Actually, all these Google apps are very old looking. I don't really see any games or anything though, so it looks like these people just used it maybe for straight up just construction photos and birthday photos. But all right, that's about it on that tablet. Let's move on to the next device. Now, next up, guys, we've got a Galaxy S5, which is quite the throwback, and it looks like it's booted up here, but the screen is super dim. Come on. All right, so apparently the brightness level is just broken because you can see me scrolling back and forth and it gets no brighter at all, so that's great. But let me explore a bit and see if there's anything noteworthy to share. We actually do have some pretty interesting internet tabs here. We got like Minecraft tab, a Nelson Mandela sculptors something tab, world's largest rabbit, what? 45 ideas to recycle something, Pinterest, heal parrots in Minecraft, Markiplier, nice. Wait, hold on, there's 600 photos on the camera, 800 on the SD card, and then a bunch of screenshots, downloads, that sort of thing. So far, it looks like it's just a million photos of, you know, I guess this person's kids or grandkids or whatever. Pretty typical. That's so nostalgic. Just like looking at that, you can see it's a photo of Christmas here. What did I say, 2016? Dude, that's nostalgic. Yeah, just a million kid photos, more Christmas, more holidays, whatever. Let me see if there's anything funny under the downloads here. And yeah, dude, this person must have really liked rabbits, because underneath the downloads, there's a bunch of photos downloaded of like a rabbit sculpture, another one, rabbit photo, another rabbit, a rabbit tattoo. Dude, what? This person is obsessed with rabbits. That's so random, but all right. But all right, that's about it on that phone. Let me go ahead and move on to the next one. And last but not least, we have one more phone that seems to be turning on, and that's our Galaxy S8 Active that has the giant screen crack in the middle, but it looks like you can kind of see our Gmail, oh, come on. You can kind of see it in the background there. Let's see if it unlocks. Oh, dude, it's unlocked. Yo, hold on. Yeah, that doesn't look great, but it's working. Wow, it's just like, it's like a giant hole in the screen there. That's so weird to see. Got a ton of apps here though, like Amazon, Bubble Level. I got the PlayStation Messages app, nice PS app. That's kind of cool to see. Discord, cool. Dude, you can't see the screen hardly at all. I'm on the Messages app, and all I can see is crashed at grandma's on our way to Costco. Be home after that. Nice. And scrolling through the gallery app, you can't really see anything because the screen is just so bad. But It looks like underneath some photos, it's like got this little illumination effect, which is kind of cool. Not sure why that's happening. Oh wait, this guy's got entire movies downloaded. Hold on. He's got A Wrinkle in Time downloaded. It's an entire hour and 50 minutes long. There's also looks like there's Black Panther here. Let me see if I can boot that up. Yeah, there it is. That's Black Panther. 2 hours and 14 minutes. All right, that is something. But all right, this is miserable trying to navigate. I can hardly see anything. So this phone's going to the side. And guys, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode of Too Many Phones, because there are quite literally too many phones here. So guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Number 4. I bought a $40 box of untested phones from Goodwill, and in this video, we're going to test and explore each of these phones and see what kind of goodies we find. Now, I found some crazy things on phones in the past. You know, anything from a guy who is literally beating his wife to phones with explicit photos and videos, but like, holy crap, guys, the stuff I found on these phones, I don't think you guys are ready. I know I wasn't. Let's get into it. So guys, you can see we have a ton of different phones here. We got anything from flip phones, we got smartphones, we got smartphone hybrid. Wait, hold on, what is this? So got a bunch of phones charged up. We're gonna start out with this Motorola Verizon phone here, which seems to be a pretty sleek phone. I vaguely remember this type of phone from like 2009, 2010, I think. It's an early version of Android. It's even got the sliding action. Not very, it's not very smooth anymore, but it is there. And let's go ahead and explore this thing some. So you can see it's got like, oh, is that like the task killer? Dude, oh man, I forgot about those. From back in the day, you have these task killing apps. That's hilarious. You get like Facebook, messaging, Gmail, Maps. Let me just like click on one. We'll try out Facebook and see if anything's still loaded up here. That'd be hilarious. What? No way. You can still see this person's albums. What? They've got some profile photos and random photos. You can't actually see them, but you can see like the little thumbnail right there, which is hilarious considering this has probably not been turned on in, 10 plus years at this point. And yep, I can see this person's name here, so that's funny. Let me see, there's probably some stuff under messaging as well. Let's go ahead and check that out. Yep, it's got a bunch of old messages. Holy crap, there's a lot.
Oh, come on now, hold still. Stop moving around. Hold still, I said.
Messing around with a goat or something? What is going on there? That's wild. Nice, even got some dog photos. That's good stuff you like to see. Yo, let's go. Photo from Lance. This is such a Lance photo. No way. Hey, so Steve's parents are super aren't doing an engagement dinner party or anything for her. What? Oh, this is such 2011. Very much 2011 energy. All right, that's enough of those messages there. Let me go and scroll around a bit more. Let me check out the Photos app, if that exists. There we go, gallery. And sure enough, no items in your collection. That's so interesting that there's just no photos, but there's plenty of messages. There's even photos on Facebook. It's just like interesting what people leave on their phones but actually take off. Now, we gotta try this camera. We got this, look at that 5 megapixel camera. Now, let's go ahead and, there's no selfie camera, so I gotta flip this bad boy around. I mean, that's way better than it should be for 2011. I mean, I just used a TEMU phone last week in a video. I'll put the link on the screen, but dude, the photos in that thing were horrible. Just so bad. Like, this is 10 times better. Yo, this person's got a free music download app. Oh, that's also such 2011 energy. When this is like before Spotify was a huge thing and people were, using apps to download free music. Yep, I remember those. Kelly Blue Book. We got, Talking Tom. No way. Hello? What's going on? Oh, we also got the old YouTube app. Let's go. Please have some history. Please have history. Oh, crap, we're so close. Come on. Anything? Search history? Yes, we have search history. We got I'm a Banana Song. We got I'm a Banana Song. Geico Lee. Jason Scott, Tucson, Arizona. Thursday. And Ching Chang Chong. Wait, this is the integrated video app in the YouTube app. Wait, hold on. Let's see what happens when I do this. Hey, what's up? Welcome to my first YouTube video. Bye. Yo, it's got the YouTube sign in here, username and password. You can see in the background, you can put like your title and upload it and stuff. Oh, that's such a throwback. And what we really need to do is figure out what Android version we're on and which phone this is. Oh, it's a Droid. Yes, I remember those. Oh, the Droid, dude. Android 2.2.2. I remember I had a couple friends that had Droids. Wow, that brings back some high school memories. All right, let's go ahead and pull out another phone here. We got this other Verizon phone. Looks like a very, again, 2010 phone. It's interesting because it's a brick phone, but then watch this. Oh, bang, flips open, got a screen, got the typing keyboard and everything. Let's go ahead and try to boot it up, see what happens. What is that photo? Hold on, let me see if I can see that photo in this background as well. Okay, so the photo inside the phone looks like a mugshot almost, and the one on the outside right there looks like a black and white photo with a bunch of kids. What? Oh my gosh, this guy's talking about this dude's ex-wife. All right, so from Mike says, that of an ex-wife of yours went into the house with that fat and took the 2 chairs and the TV in your room when I was on vacation trying to be all sneaky. I'm taking her key. You were right. What? Oh my gosh. Okay, so this phone is a dad's phone. Lance, I think, is the son. And Lance says, I'm dropping off the money tomorrow, and after that, we're done. Hope you're happy with one son, because I am no longer your son. If anyone asks me about my father, I'll just tell them you're dead. I should be laughing because this is bad, but what in the world? All right, we're going to take a picture with this thing and see how it looks. Let's go ahead and flip it around. I mean, it's not good, but I think it's still better than the TEMU phone, which is just, I can't believe I'm saying that. I'm trying to check out this phone. All right, so the warranty date code is from 2009. So this phone's probably from 2008, I guess. That makes sense. Let's put that phone to the side and move on to the next one. Now, next up, we have the phone. Another one of these really intriguing phones. It looks like a smart from the outside, but then you flip it open, and it's also got a screen on the inside. Let's turn it on, see what happens. All right, I got a pretty generic lock screen here. Let me see what the front looks like. Ooh, we got touch to unlock. Okay. Oh, dude, I had a Verizon phone that looked almost just like this. Like, it didn't flip open like this, but it looked like this with the small touchscreen and everything, and it was also Verizon, had the same button layout and everything like that. Let me go ahead and see if there's just anything on this phone. We got some old messages here. Sorry to hear you're out of work. Hope the best for you. Take care. Dude, this is probably like 2008. Happy New Year. You need to believe that 2011 is going to be your year.
Well, good morning. And here's some coffee for you. Have a good day.
Well, that'll be blurred out. That's a woman's chest. What is this? What? Am I? Wait, no. It's all good. I have to blur it out, but okay, so this message has 2 photos. All right, so first photo here says high school, and it looks like it's a bunch of girls just turned around looking over a balcony, and they're kind of exposing the backside a little bit. And the 20-year reunion photo looks like it's the same thing with, I guess, like 38-year-olds instead of 18-year-olds. But wow, yep, not much else to say about that. The funniest part about this is all these messages were very wholesome and like very tame. And all of a sudden there was those 3 photos in a row, and it's like, what in the world is going on here? I mean, if he had that on his messages, I can't imagine what he's got under my picture. So let's check that out. And oh, actually, nothing. So he must have had all the stuff saved on an SD card or something that he took out. I don't know. Oh, dude, we've even got this like music tab where you can search through your artist, your genres. Let's see if he has any songs here. Don't see any. Never mind. All right, this one also has a warranty date code of 2009, but I saw a text earlier saying 2011, so this guy, I guess, maybe used it from like 2008, 2009 until 2011. That would make sense. Let's go ahead and put this phone to the side and move on to the next one. All right, guys, next up we got a BlackBerry here. We got this, confirm the time and date of 2013. Nice, sure. Why not? Verizon phone, let's go ahead and scroll around this a bit. And ooh, it's got this nice little, oh, I love these little, the BlackBerry like scroll thing here. It's so gimmicky, but it's nostalgic and cool. This is like somebody using a BlackBerry for BlackBerry stuff because it's a bunch of like emails that are forwarded from like school systems and like, can you please print out this and put it on my desk? And what, bro, what is this? All right, so this one says, I'm writing you from our room at the Star Pass Marriott, watching the sun rise over the valley. We were returning to Baltimore on Sunday, but I just wanted to send a quick reply to your earlier email to let you know that I wasn't ignoring you. But what am I reading? What is this? There's a random video on here that says dip dive. I don't know what that means, but it's just like, it's the only thing on here. What? What? It's got like some wedding photos, some like graduation photos or something. I don't know, man. There's not a whole lot going on with this phone. It's a very, very business phone. So we'll put that to the side. Let's move on to one of these other ones. Now, next up, we got one of these newer smartphones. It's from like, I don't know, 2020 or something, made by Alcatel. Let's go ahead and see if there's anything going on with this phone. Okay, yeah, so we got calls in the call log from 2021, so that about matches up. Just still so weird to see flip phones from that recent. Yo, the photos are like photos of a grocery list. We got, let's see what we got here. We got milk, coffee, sour cream, eggs, butter. Nice. We got photos of the dishwasher too. This definitely has the vibe of being an old person's phone. Like, you know, I don't know, 70 plus years old. There's not much else going on this phone, but that's funny. Now, next up we have this really tiny phone. I'm not really sure what's going on here. Like this thing is so small. Look at it. It fits in the palm of my hand. Let me just give you a comparison to my iPhone 13 Pro. It's just like massive size difference. Well, that's tragic. I can't get it to turn on, and it says has an open here sign, which I tried to open it, but it's not opening. Oh wait, maybe. There we go. Got it open finally, and that's why it's not turning on. There's no battery. The phone's very hot, though. Like, it's clearly doing something from being plugged in. So, whatever. We'll put that to the side. No battery. That's unfortunate. Let's try out another phone. All right, got this phone turned on, and immediately there is a photo of a dad and his son on the lock screen here. Let's see if there's a code, though. And there's not. Just like classic early Android. Nobody ever has a code on it. And we have, why does the calendar say January 1970? Let's just start with the Photos app, I guess, here and see what's going on with this one. It won't let me open it because my date is wrong. What? There we go. Now it's opening up. Wait, you got a video of Talking Tom here?
A ver, Pepito, dígame un verso. Allá viene el canguro con una flor en el culo.
All right. All right, yeah, most of this is like, it's actually just a bunch of photos of this guy's like kid and I guess wife or, you know, mom or whatever. Oh, we got the old YouTube app. Hold up. Come on, search history? Yes. All right, we can see Sorry, Spanish Paw Patrol episodes. Nice, yep. Paw Patrol, Cars, Justin Bieber. There's a little bit of everything here. Disneyland rides, workout for butt, nice. That's so funny. They actually keep all of the search history there. No way. Oh my goodness. All right, so I'm on the browser here. You just click on the browser and look at the first one that pops up, and the second one, and the third one. I don't think I need to say anything else about that. All right. And no messages. Dude, again, I'm so confused how these phones will have so much history on them, but then they'll be missing all the messages, or missing all the contacts, or missing all the photos, but it'll, like, I don't know, I don't get it. We need to go ahead and try to figure out what phone this is. All right, so we're on Android 2.3.6. Just wild to see. Model number is SGH-T769. It's some sort of Samsung phone. Now, guys, we got to check out this camera real quick. And it appears that this one actually has a front-facing camera as well. So let me try that one out. And again, that is better than the TEMU phone from last week. Just wild stuff. Let's put that to the side and move on to another phone. All right, guys, next up we got another Droid phone here. Let's go ahead and see if it's got a lock code. It does not. Nice. It's pretty dark, though. Can I turn this brightness up? There we go. All right, let's go ahead and just explore this thing a bit. So we actually have some more apps here. We've got a Tickle Touch. What does that mean? BBC News, F My Life, New Science, Scientist, Evernote, Discovery. Just a mix of random apps here. Let's check out the notepad. Oh, ooh. We've got bodybuilding info. All right. Oh, we got a guy's username and password for a website. Oh, awesome. Oh wait, he's got some Navy SEAL like calculation stuff. Is this guy trying to be a Navy SEAL? Or maybe he was. Maybe he is a Navy SEAL now. This phone is from 2010. You can see the dates here, all 2010. That's cool to see. Yo. No, that's not. That's a kid. But yeah, other than that, it's very, very early 2010s of a high schooler or a college kid just doing, I don't know, just normal exploring stuff. Let me go ahead and check out the messages here. What is this? This guy was texting somebody, and instead of putting spaces between every word, she put periods, and oh my gosh, that's annoying. Oh, I just found a text message that says the space button doesn't work. That's why she uses periods between everything. That's hilarious. He's also got this Truth and Dare app, I guess, where you select the name of the person, and then it just, oh, there's got a bunch of built-in Truth and Dares. Again, another very 2010s app. Let's go ahead and move on to another phone. What is going on here? Got another one of these like tiny phones. This one's a Samsung. It's a little bit larger than the last one, or than that other tiny one, but it's not much larger. And it's in Spanish. It's got some, what is this? It looks like a password and something. Does it have a username and password to get into the phone at all? What? All right, let's go to the side. Let me know if you know anything about this phone. That's weird. And next up, a phone that actually works. We got a smartphone from A&S. Never heard of A&S, but let's see if it unlocks here. And okay, yeah, it's on an early version of Android, very bright background. This phone is also extremely slow. Like I just clicked the Photos app and we're on 15 seconds now. Oh, here it goes, finally. It's opening up. Okay, so the Gmail app actually works and it loads. And it looks like this phone is actually being used in 2019, which seems really recent for how, this just like looks like a 2013 phone to me. I don't know why, it just looks old and crappy and it's very slow. But 2019, we get some My Career support. Coca-Cola wants your resume. Well, otherwise this phone's pretty much a dud. Let me go ahead and just take a photo here and see how bad this camera is. I got a feeling it's really bad. Nice, yeah. All right, I'm done with this phone. Put that to the side. Now, next up, we have another one of these cool Verizon flip phone kind of things where it looks like a brick phone from the front, but then it flips open, it's got a keyboard, and nice, right off the bat, we got this picture of this guy that looks like he's very clearly in college or high school or something. Let's go ahead and explore. I don't know how to explain that. It was a photo from or a GIF from Lance. You can listen to what the audio was. Hello. And then it was a GIF of a dude rising up. What? So next up, there's a photo of a man and a woman that are no clothes, and after an exciting, hot, nice with his girlfriend, Paul remembered he had a dentist appointment. He was afraid that his dentist would smell. That's all. Yep, I'm not reading any more of that. Oh. What are these messages? Wow, now that's a butt cheek. Okay. Dude, what is this phone? I need to wash my hands. Oh, man. I'm kind of scared to open up the picture and video app. Okay, well, so far the pictures and videos are not actually as bad as I thought they'd be, just normal stuff. Looks like this guy's in the military, I guess, because it says photo grad, and he's got a picture of some guys in military uniforms. Looks like he was chilling out west in a backyard at some point. I think all these phones are from Arizona, from what I've gathered from the stuff I've seen, so that makes sense. I got some games too. We got Downtown Texas Hold'em and Wheel of Fortune Deluxe. All right, we're gonna put that one to the side because that phone is something else. Now next up we have a double whammy. We have another one of the exact same phones here. So far, everybody that owns these phones is, wait, hold up. What happened to this phone? It's like it's chewed up on the corners. But what I was saying is everybody that's had these types of phones has had some wild stuff on them. Now let's go ahead and explore this one. This one kind of looks dead at first glance, but we'll find out. Yeah, there's no photos at all, just the standard ones. No games. Come on, man, no games? Yeah, pretty much all the messages are just talking about getting tickets to a basketball game, and that's about it. All right, so that's it for that phone. Guys, I think we have one more phone over here to explore. The rest of them are just like dead or won't turn on, or let's go ahead and see if this one turns on. All right, well, that's tragic. I got another one of these phones. It's actually very similar in shape to this phone here, but it just won't turn on. All right, guys, well, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. We had some wild ones today. I'll see you guys next time. Number 3. I bought a Galaxy S24 Ultra from TEMU for just over $100, and in this video, we're gonna unbox it, test it out, tear it down, and see why it's so cheap. All right, let's open this little package up and see what's inside of here. Nice, a completely unbranded box. That's a great sign. And starting out with bubble wrap, that's not surprising for how cheap this was, but I don't think we'd see bubble wrap like this on an S24. And oh, this thing's hefty. All right, let's put that to the side. Why is it so heavy? We'll get into that. Let me take a look at what's underneath this thing here. We have the mobile manual. That's a great sign. A power brick. Also have a power cord there. Yo. We got earbuds? I mean, I guess that's cool. They included USB-C earbuds, but all right. There's a little foreshadowing here. These earbuds they're horrible, but not quite in the way you think. I can't wait for you guys to see what happens. And wow, here it is. This thing is massive. Holy crap. Like, it's freaking as long as my arm. Like, bro, what? Yo. Is the S24 Ultra from Samsung seriously this big? I hope not. All right, let's take a closer look at this thing. So the front screen is just, it's massive. We also have on the side this little piece that, does that come off? Why is that there? But we got, probably our power. We got a volume rocker. On this side, we got our SIM tray. Let me go ahead and pop that open, see what that looks like. We have a 120 gigabyte SD card in here. That's, okay, so is that on top of our 256? Or is it actually 128 and not 256? I guess we'll find out in a little bit. Also have 5 cameras. Are they all functional? I don't know. Let's go ahead and peel these little protectors off though. Wait, it's not even protectors. What? It's literally, there's no film in the middle. It's just a circular piece around the outside. So what's the point of that? Whatever. Okay, honestly, the back looks good. Look at that, look at that shine to it. That's pretty sick. And there is no branding here, so it's obviously not actually made by Samsung, even though it's very clearly emulated to look just like a Samsung Galaxy S24. Take this thing off. There's also, that's not even what was causing the air bubbles here. You sent me this from factory with air bubbles under the screen protector. That's so sad. Them TEMU factory workers need to step up their game. All right, let's go ahead and do actually, we have a pin here. Yo. All right, let's go ahead and do a little comparison to the Galaxy S24 Ultra from Samsung and see how this thing compares. So grabbing the dimensions here, this thing is actually scarily accurate to the S24 Ultra. So the S24 Ultra is 16.23 centimeters tall. This one's about 16.9, so it is a bit taller. That's why this thing is just massive. Width-wise, it's actually about the exact same, so I would assume the screen is roughly close. And of course, the S24 Ultra also has a little punch out for the front camera there, and then the S24 Ultra also has all 5 of these cameras on the back. So it's scarily accurate, but also it's just not right. But let's go ahead and try to turn this bad boy on and see what happens. Oh, it's Android. Okay, so it is Android. And the screen at first glance doesn't look too bad. Now there's no setup process at all, so somebody in the factory already set it up for me, I guess, because usually you have to like sign into Google and all that kind of stuff, and I didn't have to do that here. But like, dude, the screen is like not bad. I mean, it swipes down. It's pretty snappy at first glance. Yeah, it is Android. Let's go ahead and check out the specs here. Let's just go to the settings and see what kind of info it gives us here. And sure enough, the model is S24 Ultra here, and they even have an FCC certification that says S24 Ultra. I don't think I really believe that, but Android 13, dude, that's a bit old. Hold up. Yeah, Android 13 is from 2022, so we're working with a 2-year-old operating system on a brand new S24 Ultra. That's just awesome. Oh, yo, what? Okay, so when I pop the pin out, ooh, that's slick. I'm sure it does that in actual Android, but I've seriously never used a pin on an Android phone. Let's go with an action demo here. Let's go ahead and see how this screen works. Hi, Mom. Also, the screen's not bad, but it's weird. You can see some like black fading here at the bottom. Also, just around the edges, it's just kind of like, I don't know how to explain it. Black fading, especially around the punch out there, it just like looks distorted like the picture does. I can't say, again, not surprised, but disappointed. Now, next up, let's go ahead and test out this camera. That's what the camera opened before I clicked the button. All right, that's what I'm most excited for though, honestly, because this, oh no. Bro, this camera is so bad. Let me just flip this around for a selfie, and you can just see in the camera there, like, dude, oh my gosh, it's so garbage. There's no way. It looks like they took a camera from 2005 and just threw a massive sharpening filter on it or something and just blew it out. Like, we even got these we got these extra modes like Pro mode and stuff that apparently do nothing. So here on photo, it's just normal. It's got like, you can focus if you want to. Slide over to Pro. First of all, client glitch is sliding over there, and there's no additional options here. It's just, they just call it Pro. Let's go ahead and take a video here. Dude, look, so glitchy. Watch this. All right, watch this. Slide to the side. Look at that glitch. What is that? So garbage. Guys, we are walking around the, oh my gosh. I don't know what to say. This is unbelievable. Like, it's unbelievable how bad this is. Which camera is it using? Is it using any of the cameras? All right, so it's not using this camera right here. That camera's not being used. That one's not being used. This one. All right, so it's using that camera right there. Are the other cameras even real cameras? Probably not. We'll see if we can figure out. Slow motion. Yo. Slow motion. Dude. All right, I also just took a slow motion video, and it's not slow motion at all. Maybe the front camera? Nope. Dude, this is bad. Also, Google. We have Maps Go and Google Go. Oh, is this like that? This must be like that modified version of Android that's like, it's like Android but crappier. There's an app on the Google Play Store you can install that tells you like all the hardware info and everything on your phone. So let me go ahead and install that. Let's get some more details. Oh, let me try to connect to the Wi-Fi actually first. Also, I'm typing in my username and password for Google, and the haptics are awful. Just listen to this. Not only are the haptics awful, but the keyboard sucks. All right, watch this. All right, so I'm trying not to type in hardware so I can get our hardware info. It works that time. Oh, no, there it goes. Here we go. Got the hardware info. We have an Alps S24 Ultra, a Qualcomm SM8550. I'm just gonna look that up. So guys, I looked into these specs some and kind of compared them to the S24 Ultra, and here are my main takeaways. Now, first of all, you'll notice it's in 32-bit mode, which is confusing. What? Why? Also, the clock speed is 299 to 1300 megahertz. For reference, the clock speed on the S24 Ultra, the real one, is like 3.4 gigahertz, 3400 megahertz, somewhere in that range. Also, the GPU is apparently from like 2016. So you can take a look at this info if you want to see it in more detail and kind of search it online. So that's, I'm kind of seeing some hints as to why this phone sucks so much. Also, the resolution is really confusing on this thing. It's 3088 by 2520, which makes 0 sense at all. Like, look how long this is. Like, you're telling me, these specs right here are telling me it's almost a square. Does this look like a square to you? Something fishy's going on here, man. Also, we have some fingerprint info down here. Fingerprint, hold on. Does this have a fingerprint reader? Hold up. Oh, there actually is a fingerprint reader under the screen? Yo, I'm not convinced it's gonna be any good, but let's try it. Oh, that's actually kind of sweet. Okay, click. Okay, it works. Hold on. Let's try a different fingerprint that I did not scan in. All right, so it is a fingerprint reader, but it'll read any fingerprint, not just yours. Let me just try that again with my left pinky. What about my elbow? Oh my gosh. How can this get any worse? Let's try to play some games. Let me go ahead and just, what should I download? Let's download one of the most popular games and see how it runs. Here we go, Subway Surfers. All right, guys, well, Subway Surfer seems to be working, which I guess is not too surprising. It doesn't seem like a too intense of a game. I've honestly never played this before. But let's go ahead and try to, oh, what the heck? Let's go ahead and try to download a little bit more intense game and see if that'll work. All right, well, while Call of Duty is downloading, I wanted to try out YouTube, but it took a good 20 seconds for YouTube to open. Let's go ahead and try to watch some videos to see if it's any better. All right, well, I gotta say, it's a very, wow, that's choppy. All right, let's go ahead and click on our channel. Let's go and watch our most recent video that has almost 400,000 views. Let's see what this looks like. No, the TEMU phone is showing a TEMU ad. Nah, this thing is definitely bugged with, oh my gosh. This thing sucks, dude. All right, so under advanced, it doesn't actually let me select 4K. I can only go up to 1080p. That's interesting considering this is a 4K video, and I think the resolution on this thing is high enough to at least try to do 4K. But it's so bad. Like, every time I press anything, it's just like a full second delay. Sometimes it glitches. Like, look at this. Look at that. What is that? Dude, we can't even run YouTube? Like, what is going on here? I mean, dude, I don't even need to bother trying to test Call of Duty. You saw how YouTube runs. What else I say about this phone? There is another thing we need to test here, and that is our nice little headset here. See how the earbuds sound and also see how the microphone sounds. Let's give that a go. I don't know if this is a mic or if this is recording, but I'm trying it right now. Hello, is this working? Maybe. Okay, apparently the button here opens up Google. Hello. How are you? Okay, yes, this is a microphone because I'm talking into it. Hello, how are you? This is a microphone, so it should be working. It probably sounds like garbage, but oh well. No way. I guess it's a cardinal sin, but I tried to pull the connector out with the wire, and it just straight up pulled the cable out of the connector. You've got to be kidding me. How are you? This is a microphone, so it should be working. Okay, that's not quite as bad as I thought it would be. Okay, let me try ahead and just listen to these earbuds now. Okay, the earbuds are actually not bad. They're 10 times better than I would expect them to be compared to the rest of this phone. But guys, I don't know what to say about this thing. Is it worth it? No, I wouldn't spend 40 bucks on this phone. Number 2.
So Redbox went bankrupt a few months ago, but our local Walmart still has a Redbox kiosk sitting around for some reason. So in this video, we're gonna go check it out and see if it still works. So sure enough, we walked up to the front of this Walmart here and there was actually a Redbox inside. Even more surprisingly, it still seemed to be working. It had the screen on and you could look at all the movies and it seemed totally normal so far. It even let me add a DVD to my card and start the checkout process, but once I got my payment info in there, it kind of just was stuck on this just a sec screen for like, I don't know, a solid minute, but eventually it did pop up with this Redbox is sorry screen, so I guess this one doesn't actually work. But that's all right, according to Google Maps, we still had a few more Redbox locations to try. We tried this Harris Teeter first, but unfortunately their machine was already gone. We then tried a Food Lion that was close to us. Again, Google said there was a machine here, but we couldn't find it. Finally, we tried this second Food Lion in town, and actually this one had not just a Redbox, but one of the outdoor ones with this fancy sunscreen thing. And just like the Walmart location, I was pretty easily able to add a movie to my cart, and I started the checkout process, assuming it wouldn't work, but somehow it was continuing to let me check out. I kind of figured this is where it would finally fail, but eventually it showed this serving up your disc screen and...
What? Now hold on, what's inside of it? Is the disc actually... Okay, all right.
Here it is, guys. It's real. I really did get a Redbox Blu-ray. See, here it is. Black Adam, it actually worked. I don't understand, it doesn't make any sense. In fact, I was so flabbergasted that I somehow got a real Redbox from an actual Redbox machine here at, 3-4 months, whatever it's been after they went bankrupt. I actually went back to the store and got some more. Does it only let me get 5? Is that how that works?
I guess let's try 5 to start with and see what happens. Make sure nobody sees this, guys. This is a secret.
Yeah, no one can know about this trick. My card's full.
All right, we gotta check out, guys, and we're gonna see if it lets us buy some more. You're at the limit. You can have up to 3 discs. What? All right, I guess you better remove some, you bad boy.
Oh, there it goes. That went immediately.
There's no way. You can hear it. Oh, you can hear it. Yo.
There they are.
There's no way, dude. Let's go.
We amassed quite the collection of Redbox DVDs that we rented from this machine. I don't know. I actually checked later, and it didn't ever send me a confirmation email. It didn't charge the card I used either. So yeah, we got these DVDs here. Now, I am going to return them. We'll return them later. I will do that just to see what happens. Honestly, here's what we'll do. I'm going to keep, let's see here, Pirates of the Caribbean. Let's keep this one. We'll actually just not return this to the Redbox at all. Maybe in 5 years when the machine actually connects to the internet again, it'll like give us a $5,000 late fee. I don't know. We'll make a video about it if it happens, I promise. But all these ones here, I will actually later today go return these just to see what the machine does. But then after I return these, I think what I want to do is try to buy, I want to see if I can buy the same movies, but you know, if I can't do that, I'll at least buy some movies from the machine. But before I return them, let's just go over them real quick. So the first one you saw that I got earlier is Black Adam. The condition of the disc is totally fine, looks almost new. Probably because no one wanted to watch this movie. By the way, did you guys know that people used to do this scam with Redbox like cases where they'd print out like a little piece of paper that would get read by the machine when they return the disc as, you know, being the actual disc so that, you know, whoever was doing the scam could keep the game or the movie or whatever they had. Just wild that people were getting away with that back in the day. Up next is Pirates of the Caribbean Blu-ray. Disc also looks very good. And then we got the Sonic the Hedgehog 2 movie for DVD. Disc looks fine. There's some fingerprints on it, but other than that, it's fine. Ooh, the cases seem better days though. Oh man. And then we got the Nut Job 2 Nutty by Nature on DVD. Okay. Oh, and it's actually one of those special rental type DVD things. Is there a difference? I don't know. Are these just like a special type of DVD they would give to Redbox or whatever? I have no idea. This disc is not in the best condition. It's got some scratches, some fingerprints. Up next, we got The Girl Who Got Away for DVD, not rated, nice. No idea what this movie is. Disc looks perfect. We got Guardians of the Galaxy 2 on DVD. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's got some pretty gnarly scratches on there. Hopefully it works. Up next, we got Bad Hombres for DVD. Disc looks pretty decent. And then finally, we got Top Gun Maverick for DVD. Disc has one little scratch on it, but it's not too bad. All right, up next, I'm gonna go test these movies, make sure they all function correctly. If I have anything interesting to note, you'll see it here. Otherwise, we're gonna move on to returning these to this weird ghost Redbox that's somehow still working. So we did indeed go back to this same Redbox to return our movies, but unfortunately when we got there, we saw the screen was like super dim. I have no idea what happened, but we could barely make out what was happening. It actually looks even better on camera than it did in person. But regardless, I eventually found the return button, and sure enough, when I went to actually insert the movie back into the machine, it seemed to work fine. It even had this little message here. I couldn't make out what it said, but it was something like, please wait a sec while we, you know, put the movies back in the machine. So I guess everything internally is also working as you'd expect. Now, originally the plan was that we were gonna like grab and buy the movies that we had already rented just to see if they could like go into the machine and then come back out and that would all like work fine, but I couldn't see the screen well enough to even find anything. So after enough stumbling around, I did manage to buy some kind of movie. It ended up being Beauty and the Beast for Blu-ray. Honestly, I didn't even know what I clicked on when I pressed the buy button, so glad we got something, I guess. But honestly, this whole predicament, this whole situation here with getting these Blu-rays and the DVDs and stuff from the Redbox, it led me down this rabbit hole, right? I'm here on r/Redbox subreddit. Yeah, that's a real subreddit. I don't know why. It seems like this is actually not as rare of a situation as you would think. There seems to be quite a few of these kiosks that are still allowing people to get movies somehow. Here's a random post I found. This is hilarious. This guy's been like getting Blu-rays and DVDs from some Redboxes and then like making his own cases and artwork to go around them so he can have like an official version, I guess, of all of his movies that he's getting from these kiosks. But these replies essentially go into like this whole thing about how apparently some establishments still have their Redboxes. Like, for now, it seems like Walgreens and Walmart still seem to have most of theirs. But I guess CVS, Circle K, and I'm sure a bunch of other establishments have started to get rid of theirs. But it's honestly kind of sad. I feel like we stumbled into something like at the last possible minute here. The OP here says, yes, at another Redbox about 10 days ago, he found a 4K disc. I found Joker on 4K too, went back to see if they had any additional copies for my brother, and the Redbox had been removed. So I feel like any day now, this Food Lion Redbox could just go poof. Maybe we gotta go talk to the owner of this Food Lion, see if we can take it off their hands. Please, we will happily own a Redbox kiosk and take good care of it. And then there's this whole subgenre on this subreddit of people who are acquiring Redbox kiosks for themselves and then doing all kinds of cursed things to them. Like, I have no idea what's going on here. I think he's trying to, like, put his own movies in this Redbox kiosk. I have no idea. Here's a video of, like, the inside of a Redbox kiosk. I've never even thought about what that would look like, but that's really cool. It looks like it's, like, sorting some stuff or scanning some things. I have no idea. This is awesome. Oh, here's another one with the whole case part open and you can see all the mechanisms inside. This is rad. I love that people are like just taking it to the streets. They're going to get their kiosks and they're doing what they want with them. This post is insane. Former Redbox software engineer. I have complete OS backups if anyone wants them. What? So this guy's like, he's just gotta post the full operating system of your Redbox kiosk. I should install that on a computer. Oh, let me know if you want a video of me installing the Redbox OS on a Steam Deck. I will make it happen. But getting back to the theme of, this video, here's a post that kind of goes over what we're going through. Redbox returns. What do you do when you can't return a rented movie because the machine won't take it? The phone number to customer service doesn't answer. Yeah, it's because they're bankrupt. Basically, the replies are what you think. They basically just say, I guess you own it now. So, and this is the whole thing. Like, what do you do? I don't know. We returned our DVDs like good Samaritans, but this is a company that ain't coming back, folks. They are dead. So, you do with that what you will. What the heck? Look at this one. This is just another post. There's so many of these posts. People, just mentioning their closed red boxes in their towns. But what is this? A blue box? Like, what is this thing? Here's a post called Redbox Heist. Oh my god. My buddies and I found a down Redbox in our town. We took its computer and internet setup. Does anyone know how to bypass Task Manager on Windows 7? What? People plan an elaborate heist to get Redboxes? I feel like you could just ask the business owners and they're probably gonna be like, this thing's been not working for months, please take it. Oh man, in so many of these posts are just sad pictures of places where people remember there being a Redbox and then they just post this empty picture with nothing there. It's kind of depressing, honestly. Oh man, here's a photo someone got of the process of them removing the kiosk. Oh, that's so sad. Look at that, they got the kiosk in the trunk. They're taking it somewhere. I hope they're keeping it and gonna play around with it like the fine people on this subreddit, but in all likelihood, it's going to a scrapyard. Here's what I will say. Definitely go to your local Redbox and see if you can buy as many DVDs and Blu-rays as you can, because I don't know how long they're gonna stay around. Like, these businesses seem to be actively trying to get rid of these machines. But anyways, guys, what a journey. Like, holy crap. Let me know down below if you guys end up getting any DVDs or Blu-rays. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.
Number 1.
So last week I somehow managed to find a Redbox that still let us rent movies, despite Redbox being bankrupt and having no employees. And in this video, we're gonna go to 25 more Redbox kiosks and see how many of them still let us rent movies. So we started our journey by going back to the original Food Lion where we had got our movies from the last video. And unfortunately the screen was still really dark. We couldn't see much of anything. We did eventually somehow manage to get one DVD copy of Dead for $1. Not a great start, to be honest, but we thought our luck might change if we went to a Walmart in the search for a infamous blue box instead of the normal red box. Unfortunately, all we found was one of these sell your phone station things, which is kind of interesting. Maybe we'll do a video on it. Moving on, we went to a Lowe's Foods next, and this place had a really interesting find. They had a normal red box kiosk, but it had a little paper sign over it. It said, "Attention guests, at this time, Redbox services at this kiosk have been discontinued. Thank you for your understanding." The really interesting part is that underneath the paper, you can actually see a Windows 10 start screen. So, I don't know, I kind of want to go back and see if we can, like, play around with it, and maybe we can get in there. I don't know what's going on with this thing. I don't know if that's a good idea, though, because we went to a Circle K next that was, like, right around the corner, and there was this cop that was, like, following us. Little sketch, so maybe not a good idea to go back there. Maybe the cop was guarding this kiosk, but I don't know why he'd be doing that, because it was broken. You could see the card reader was even ripped off, which is pretty funny. Also, this kiosk was completely destroyed. I don't know what was going on to it, but it was not in good shape. Anyway, we went to a Walgreens next, and we found an amazing discovery. a double Redbox kiosk. I know, it's a real thing. The really surprising thing was that the interface on this Redbox was like more modern or something. I don't know, it just looked a little different. It felt a little snappier. The screen was a little nicer, so it was a nice experience actually. We managed to buy 2 DVDs, a Barbie DVD and Toy Story 4 of all things. And then we waddled on over to the second kiosk, and this one wasn't quite as nice. The screen was really dim, but the interface is mostly the same. It was at this point we noticed that we actually could sort the movies by like type, so we could find Blu-rays as opposed to DVDs. This one didn't seem to have any Blu-rays we could actually purchase though. So we settled on renting this time a copy of The Meg for DVD. This next Harris Teeter stop was kind of sad, honestly. We went to find a Redbox. They only had this like pickup section instead for your groceries or whatever. Lame. At this point, we figured we should go back to the tried and true. A Food Lion worked well before. Let's try another one. So we went to another location, and sure enough, they had another kiosk for us. This time around, we did notice we could format the movies to look for 4K Blu-rays, which I didn't even know you could get in a Redbox, but now we had to find one. Unfortunately, all of the 4K Blu-rays at this location were out of stock. We settled on trying to return some movies we had picked up before. We tried to return a movie we had purchased, which we just thought would be pretty funny. That worked fine. We also tried to return a rented movie that we had picked up from another kiosk, and that also seemed to work fine. So it seems like as long as the machine can scan the code, it's gonna be like, yep, you're good to go. We actually then found one of the movies we had returned, but we noticed they actually had it on Blu-ray this time, so we went ahead and picked that up. And we noticed when we were checking out, there was also like this option to try a promo code. So Jacob took some time trying to like, find a code that would somehow work. Not surprisingly, when it tried to connect to the server to verify the code, it just failed. Using his magical powers, we did manage to get 2 more Blu-rays out of this kiosk, 2 more Disney movies. So at this point in the day, we were pretty happy with what we found. We really wanted to find a 4K Blu-ray now, and ideally, we really wanted one of those fake paper insert things people used to use to scam the machines. We decided to be a good time, take a break, get some food, and go over our collection so far. So let me show you what we had at this point. So the first movie we got was Dead for $1, a film by Walter Hill. I've never heard of this. Looks like some kind of Western thing. I have no idea. It's on DVD, so, could be better. We then picked up a copy of Barbie for DVD. At that same location, we also got Toy Story 4 on DVD. And here's where we really found some of the good stuff. We got Finding Dory on Blu-ray. And honestly, from here on, we were just on the hunt. We were like, okay, if we can find Blu-rays, we're going to keep trying to find, that's all we're going to settle for. No more of this DVD nonsense. We also got Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 on Blu-ray. Awesome. And finally, we got The Nightmare Before Christmas. All-time classic. The GOAT. Love it. And we got it on Blu-ray. Amazing. Backs to the discs on all these movies were fine, by the way. The only one that's a little messed up is Toy Story 4. I guess that makes sense. It is a DVD. They tend to scratch real easy, and it's a kid's movie, so you never know what they're going to do with their movies. Either way, the next stop in this journey, absolutely insane. I don't think we'll ever see something like this again. You're not even going to believe it. You'll see. You'll see. We moved on to another Food Lion because we were having success with those so far, and sure enough, we found another Redbox kiosk. We still couldn't find a 4K Blu-ray, unfortunately, but we did pick up 2 more normal Blu-rays, and we also got some spare empty cases because I don't know, why not? The craziest part of this part of the journey, though, was that when we were picking up our discs, we noticed in the background there was a guy waiting for us to be done, and we didn't know what he was doing. Like, was he seriously about to go to the Redbox after we were done with it? And sure enough, we noticed as we were walking away, he had a Redbox in his hand, like a Redbox movie, and was going to drop it off at the kiosk. This absolute legend was returning a Redbox DVD like 3 or 4 months after the company went bankrupt. I mean, I just respect that. He didn't even pick up a movie, by the way. He just dropped his old one off that he had picked up like probably over the weekend or whatever. Unfortunately, our next stop was not as fun. This was maybe the dingiest Redbox we found in our entire journey. Look at this sign. It's completely falling apart. Surprisingly, though, this machine still works somehow despite all its trashiness. We didn't find any good movies. They seem to all be purchased by now. So we settled on trying to rent a Blu-ray from this one instead. Also, I really cannot state enough how bad this card reader is. Look at this. You can't read anything. The whole thing is like crumbling to pieces. How does this even happen? Anyway, we went to a Speedway next, and surprisingly, they actually had a Redbox kiosk. Most of these gas stations, they seem to not have them anymore, but this one, for some reason, was still trucking. Unfortunately, this one didn't work. The card reader was also missing, which is interesting. It also had this really weird phrase on the little advertisement section of the Redbox. It's a disc goose. What does that mean? I don't want to know. Honestly, this is where the whole journey took a bad turn. This CVS we went to didn't have a Redbox, even though Google Maps said they would. Same thing with this Food Lion. The tried and true Food Lion. They let us down. I don't know why. And this Redbox at this Lowe's Foods was so disastrous for the company that they shut down the entire Lowe's Foods store with the Redbox. That's crazy. Fortunately, things started looking up when we went to our next stop, which was a Walgreens, where we found another double Redbox kiosk. Yes! And when we lifted the flap, look at that. It worked and it was great. I mean, look at the screen. This is so vibrant. I wish I could watch my Redbox movies on this screen. It was so good. As usual, we looked for 4K Blu-rays, but we couldn't find any, big shame, but we did find normal Blu-rays. We settled on Disney movies, because those seem to almost always be in stock if the kiosk had Blu-rays. I don't know why. We were excited to move on to the other half of this double kiosk, but unfortunately the second one didn't work anymore. In fact, this one was so bad, it was broken for so long, it had cobwebs coming out of the disc slot. Like, that's something. We checked out this CVS next, which also didn't exist, you know, another victim of the Redbox pandemic. There was a Food Lion right around the corner though, and sure enough, there was a Redbox kiosk waiting for us. Unfortunately, the dust had gotten too far into the system and it didn't seem to work anymore. What we really wanted to find at this point was another broken kiosk that was at least broken in like an interesting way, like that window screen we saw earlier. So we went up to another Lowe's Foods, and when we got inside, they also had this paper on top of the machine that said it was broken, but this one seemed to be working fine, so I don't know why they had that sticker on it. As soon as we started interacting with the machine though, there was an employee like around the corner who was like eyeing us weird, so we were like, we gotta get our movie and get out of here. So we picked up a copy of Barbie for DVD and we ran out of that store so fast. We hadn't visited a Walmart in a while though, so we figured we'd give that another try. And when we went inside, we found another kiosk, surprisingly. This one had a little paper thing over it, kind of like that Lowe's. It said, at this time, Redbox services at this kiosk have been discontinued. Underneath though, you could clearly see that the machine was working fine, so again, I don't know why they're doing this. Big Grocery was trying to stop us from getting the movies, I swear. Despite what the paper said, yeah, the machine worked fine. We were able to buy a movie, no problem, honestly. But in the end, we decided we had to respect the signs. So we went ahead and returned those movies we bought from the kiosks with the signs over them. Anyway, that was the final thing we did for the day, but I want to go over our final haul, the final stack, along with the stack I got over here, the movies I showed earlier. Just look at this. Look at this thick stack of movies. This is amazing. Redbox has been down for many months at this point, and you're still able to go out and get this many movies. Please do it yourself. Highly recommend. By the way, we still at this point have not gotten charged for any of the purchases or rentals on any of these movies. So just to be clear, I would expect to get charged someday. You know, eventually we probably will get charged for all these movies, but that's not why we're doing it. We just want to have as many Redbox movies as possible because we just think that's, I don't know, interesting. And if that's the reason you want to go do it, I highly recommend you go do it before it's too late, before all your local Redbox kiosks go away and you can't get movies anymore from them. First off, we got this empty case. Just why not? You put whatever you want in here. It says discard this label. Definitely keeping that. I don't know. It's kind of nostalgic. We got another copy of The Nightmare Before Christmas on Blu-ray, of course. We got the Lion King, the live action one on Blu-ray. We got A Quiet Place, which is in the same Disney Blue, but it's not a Disney movie. But whatever, it's on Blu-ray. That's great, cool. Here we go though, and another absolute classic, Incredibles 2 on Blu-ray, perfect. We got another copy of The Nightmare Before Christmas on Blu-ray. I love it, I love it. I will buy every copy of this movie I can find, honestly. We got another copy of Toy Story 4, this time upgraded from DVD to Blu-ray, very nice. We have the somewhat rare rental Blu-ray, yet I really have not seen too many of those, honestly. It's Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice. Martha! We got another copy of Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2 on Blu-ray. And finally, we got Soul on Blu-ray. Great movie. Honestly, what a haul. We checked out something like 23, 24 locations. Of that, I want to say like half of them had kiosks, and of that, like half of those actually still worked. That was better than I expected, honestly. Either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. We have a ton of fun making these Redbox videos. Please keep watching them. Like the video, subscribe. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.
So guys, thanks for watching our full compilation here, and wait, there is a bonus video coming up next, but before you do that, if you made it this far, leave a comment down below and say, I love phones. But guys, let's move over to the bonus video. I bought the cheapest smartphone I could find on TEMU, and in this video, we're gonna unbox it, test it out, and see if it's any good. So as always, it comes in a little bag, and here we go. We have the Freon. I never heard of Freon. Maybe that's a popular brand somewhere in the world, but I never heard of it. It's the F9S, 64 gigs of ROM, 4 gigs of RAM, and an extended 2 gigs of RAM. I'm not sure what that means. But apparently it's the, wait, this is the official sponsor of the Badminton Association of Malaysia. Had no idea. Yeah, never heard of this thing. It was like 75 bucks on TEMU. Let's go ahead and slice it open and see what's inside. All right, that's a nice little sliding action. Ooh, hold on, this is a massive phone. Wait a second. Okay, so Freon again. We got the octa-core processor, the 6.6-inch HD display, 13 megapixel camera, 5,000 milliamp battery. Whoa. Dude, this thing is humongous. Oh my goodness. So just for a comparison, let's throw on my iPhone 13 Pro, which is like no slouch itself. This thing's like, a 20% larger. Like, oh my goodness. And weight, actually, oh, it's pretty light. Okay, I'll give it to it. Also have a charging brick, which looks pretty high quality. Got your, your SIM card thing right here, so you can put a SIM card in. Also got a charging cable, USB-C to USB-A, and then we have a little user guide, which I will not be taking a look at because who wants to look at user guides? But yeah, this thing comes preloaded with a case, which is kind of cool. It's a clear case. It says Freon on the back. It's got all of my details just kind of strapped in there. Let's go ahead and take all of that off. And it's actually kind of annoying to put that sticker on there because now there's some sticker residue on the back of the phone. But not gonna lie, at first like glance or first touch, this thing actually feels pretty high quality for 75 bucks. You got two giant lenses here, a flash. Again, it says Freon on the back. This is like the blue version. Got a speaker on the bottom, charging port, and auxiliary port. That's pretty cool. And yeah, let's go ahead and I guess just try to turn it on and see what happens. So we got a few buttons here on the side. That's probably the power, maybe. We'll find out. Oh, yep, it's definitely the power. And powered by Android. I guess that's not too surprising. And actually, it says powered by Android Go Edition. I'm not sure what that means. Maybe it's like a light version of Android. No idea. But oh, is it also? I think it's preloaded with the screen protector. I see a little lip there around the edge. Dude, the text is massive. All right, let's get this thing started up and see what it does. All right, now SIM card wise, I'm gonna take my SIM card out of my phone and put it in this phone and see if that works. Well, let's try it. SIM slot is here on the side. Use a little tool, should be able to get it to come out. Wait, hold on a second. Okay, there we go. Oh, we got a dual SIM slot. Nice. All right, there we go. Got my SIM loaded in here. Let's see if that works. All right, not sure if that worked. I guess it did. It says LTE up there, but it just kicked me on to trying to set up for network. Okay, so this is interesting. I'm not sure if it has 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi because my 5 gigahertz Wi-Fi network is not showing up on here. I'll test that out later, but let me go ahead and just connect first. All right, guys, we're finally booted up to the main screen now. It gave me the option to sign into my Google account, all that good stuff, but I just skipped it for now, which is nice that it lets you do that. Let me just start here and see if I can get the brightness turned up. There we go. All right, 100% brightness, and honestly, it's not super bright, but it's not bad for a $75 phone. And I'll just start off right off the bat. Like, I can't believe this device is $75. Like, this is an insane value just without me even testing it at all. But you can see that we're clearly a 60 hertz screen, not 120 hertz, which is clearly not expected on a phone this cheap. Let's go ahead and just like kind of scroll around, see what comes on this thing by default. So first of all, you'll see we have a bunch of pretty much all of the Google stuff. So you got Google, Gmail, Maps, YouTube, all that good stuff. And scrolling around, you got FM radio, sound recorder. I'm actually surprised there's not any like bloatware from like TEMU bloatware or Chinese bloatware, whatever usually comes on these things. I'm not sure why I don't see any. But then going down and let's check out all of our apps here. And yeah, sure enough, there's just like no bloatware at all. It's just all the Google products, which is awesome. I will take it. But let's go ahead and start with the camera here. Let me just go ahead and do a little selfie here. And ooh, camera's rough, which is not surprising at all. But there we go. All right, let's take a look at this photo I just took here. And I mean, again, $75 phone, not bad at all, but not amazing either, which is kind of expected. Let me take a camera from the front now. Just do the same thing. Or I mean, actually, sorry, I meant from the back. And I mean, dude, that's not bad. This is not a professional camera, or this is not a professional picture or anything. I could go outside and take some like cool photos and look like a pro and stuff. And like, I mean, again, $75 for that camera quality, can't complain there. But as you saw earlier, I connected to Wi-Fi, I connected to my Verizon network. I'm kind of curious if phone calls will work. So this is my business phone number. Let me try to call my personal and just see what happens. Oh, okay, so maybe this is where we run into issues. So it says, unable to connect, please insert a valid SIM card. And now after that, you saw they had LTE up there earlier. Now it's just gone. Okay, so under here you can click on calls and SMS and it says Verizon temporarily unavailable. Not sure why. All right, well, I guess for some reason my SIM card is not working. I could probably troubleshoot that more if I called my carrier and said, hey, I want to activate on this phone. I'm not sure why it wouldn't work because it was clearly recognizing it. It's like recognizing the Verizon SIM. It saw the LTE network earlier. Let's go ahead and just run a speed test on our Wi-Fi here and make sure all that works. Okay, well, first issue here, I'm trying to open up just the Google search at the top and it keeps crashing every time, which is, oh, wait, there we go. Okay, cool. Now, here we go. Can I finally type in speed test? There we go. Okay, speed test. Okay, well, it's definitely loading websites. Let me go ahead and see what kind of speeds I get here. All right, so like 23 down. That makes sense for my 2 gigahertz Wi-Fi. I should be getting 600 down if I was using my 5 gigahertz. I'm not sure why this phone. Well, I shouldn't say I'm not sure why. I'm not surprised this phone doesn't support 5 gigahertz. But it is strange that a phone in 2024 doesn't support 5 gigahertz. But again, $75 phone, so can't complain too much. Now, next thing we got to try out is some YouTube, because who doesn't want to try out YouTube? So let's go ahead and search up our channel here, Smokin Silicon. Oof, okay, it's a little rough when you're scrolling around, but here we go. Click on our channel, and why does this app look kind of crappy? I don't know. This app just like feels kind of like the website, but in an app. Oh, whatever. All right, let's go ahead and click on this iPod Touch video and just. Oh. Okay. All right, guys, so I got this thing in horizontal view, got it to the max resolution, which is 1080p on this phone, and just been playing the video a little bit, and it's not bad. Like, the picture quality is decent, 1080p on a massive phone. The speakers, I went to software update, and decided to take a look at are like fine. They're very tinny, expected for this cheap of a phone, but they work, and it comes out, they're literally the only speaker is just this one right here, which is fine. But that's just something to note there. And I will mention that you've probably seen this, the phone's just kind of sluggish, which again, for the 20th time, not surprising on a $75 phone, but you can just see scrolling around 60 hertz, kind of sluggish. I press back and it takes a while to load. And earlier I had some buffering on YouTube that was clearly from the phone because I just never have buffering issues on YouTube at all. And next thing I want to do here is actually open up the Play Store, try to download an app, maybe like a game or something, and see how well we can play some games on this thing. All right, now guys, booted up into the Google Play Store. I am a little bit worried because I signed in with my Google account. This is a phone from TEMU. I don't know if they have any kind of, I doubt they do, that they could have some sort of spyware on this phone. It's good to kind of think about that kind of thing. But let's go ahead and just search game. Or maybe we can go back to the home screen and find what the top game is, and we'll download it and see if it works. All right, so we got this game called Egg. And I don't know what that means. Let's just install it and play a little bit. Wait, hold on. Does anybody remember Talking Tom? Oh, that's a throwback, dude. I used to. I think that's that thing where you use the camera and you like. What do you do? Is that where it emulates what you or mimics what you say on the camera and it kind of looks like a cat talking? Is that what I'm thinking of? I remember Talking Tom from like 2010, maybe something like that. Well, let's see. This thing is downloading. It just made this super loud noise when it finished downloading. But let's go ahead and open up Egg Incorporated and play around a little bit. Dude, what is this? Tap this button to make chickens. Okay. Oh, there they come. Okay. Let's go. Tap fast. Let's go. There we go. We got, how many chickens do we have? 240 chickens. Nice. All right, they're producing eggs, I guess. And dude, what am I doing here? All right, well, you can clearly see that this egg game is working fine. I guess that's not surprising, not a very intensive game. Let me go ahead and try to download another game that's probably a little bit more intensive. All right, so we're gonna download Call of Duty Mobile Season 3. Maybe it's got 2.5 gigs. I don't know if I want to wait that long for that to download, but in the meantime, while it's downloading, let's go check out some more tech specs on this device. All right, so first I want to check out the storage here, and you can see we have 4 gigs of RAM. We also have 64 gigs of internal storage, which makes sense. That's what they advertised here. We also have this RAM expansion that I think they talked about. I'm not really sure what that means. But you can apparently add additional RAM or take it away. I don't know if that'll add, never heard of that before, but I guess that's kind of cool, kind of a cool little feature there. 64 gigs, again, for a $75 phone, not bad at all. And if you're curious about Android version, we're on Android version 13. I'm just blocking all the info there. And then going back, I did see we have a system update here. Looks like it's finishing downloading, but it's installing right now. I'm not sure it doesn't do a whole lot there, security patch, whatever. But anyways, one more thing I want to do before I finish downloading Call of Duty. I'm going to try this Wii Phone app that I heard about on Android where it makes your phone look like a Wii home screen. I'm excited. Let's try it out. No way. No way. This is unreal. This is awesome. All right, we got all our Wii channels here. Photo channel, Wii Shop channel, me. YouTube. Oh, dude, I gotta make another video on this. I don't want to explore it too much right now. That's just a little sneak peek. I'll make a video about that soon, but that looks awesome. We're gonna have to explore that in another future video. I did want to mention that I played around with the camera some more, especially video, and it's not very good. I mean, again, it's a $75 phone, so I can't be too surprised, but you can see it a bit there. Where just, I don't know, it doesn't look the best. It's kind of grainy, a bit overexposed there. Now, there is a light just kind of blasting into me, but 75 bucks. It's not bad. All right, guys, so finally playing a game after I had to boot this thing up and, install a bunch of additional things, and we're actually playing a multiplayer match now. It seems to be just bots because it's super easy. But it's not running too poorly. It's fine. We are in graphic quality low, which I assume it picks automatically because we're on a a $75 phone, frankly. And apparently they have Nuketown in this game, which is I had no idea. But it seems to be running fine. I mean, the phone's not getting hot at all or anything. I get some frame hiccups every once in a while. Like when I start shooting somebody, it usually drops a few frames here and there and freezes. But honestly, again, not bad for how cheap this thing is. I mean, as you saw when I threw that missile, whatever I just threw right there, it kind of hiccuped a little bit. So guys, honestly, this phone, I am blown away. I cannot believe this thing was $75. Like everything about it screams like, I don't know, $400 phone maybe. Now, of course, the one biggest issue is I put my Verizon SIM inside and it just did not work, which is weird because it recognized it, but it was just like, I couldn't make calls, I couldn't connect to data, that sort of thing. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm not sure if that's typical or not. I'll have to look into it some more, but guys, let me know down below what you think about this phone. Hope you enjoyed this video, and let me know if you want to see more phones in the future. So guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.